like a duck.
Are you working?
This darkness.
Take two. We'll see if this time it works around. This is the Electric Boogaloo.
Are we live yet?
Yeah, we're live.
We all said very clever things. Apparently so clever we shorted out the technology.
Can't contain us.
Yeah.
Contain this.
So I believe I was somewhere in the middle of saying QueueTimes thinking, hey, the audio does work. I believe I was in the middle of thanking Uncommon Trust for being here and being a part of QueueTimes, which we don't ever get to do, but thank you guys very, very much.
Thank you.
I was wondering when you were gonna. I was like,
I mean, I thought the favors under the table were enough, but okay.
Let's just back it up here. There's no favors going on over here.
We solved the mystery of the missing pants. Yeah.
All right, so as we get started, let's go over a little bit, just a real brief recap of your characters so that everyone knows. So let's start with you, Dave.
I am B. Dave Walters. I am playing Paris Troy, the fabulous superpowered drag queen, keeper
I love the name.
of the Achilles heels.
Hello, I am Poisel, and I am playing Ray Marks. You can find me on 96.9 KSTR for your morning Ray here in Los Angeles. We will bring you the weather. We will bring you the news. We'll bring you all that juicy gossip. We will bring you the truth in the light of day.
Nice.
Spilled it to you.
I'm Alquin Gersh, different elves, and I am playing Memphis De Leon, the king of the jungle.
Ooh.
I'm a reluctant member of a gang, and I'm also a guidance counselor and work with at-risk teens.
Nice.
I didn't talk about my.
I like that you're a reluctant member of a gang, because I'm a reluctant cult leader. So we can vibe on that.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm D'Artagnan, and I'll be playing Kikeen, or Mr. Christopher Kangaroo. So that's all I got for you. So.
Awesome.
He may or may not be a vampire, Mr. Rogers.
I'm really not. I'm quite a nice guy. Some people say that my energy is kind of draining, but we don't know about that.
So May will not be with us today, but she will be back with us next week. And as we left off last session, we were kind of working on crew and how the crew works amongst ourselves. I believe all of you have got your relationships already done. Is that correct? Except for D'Artagnan. Okay, so we need to work on D'Artagnan's, which is great. And that means we've got a little bit of time to work on yours and explain how that works. So, have we started at all with D'Artagnan at all with any of you?
Well, I tagged D'Artagnan in one of mine. I don't remember which one.
So did I. I tagged one as well.
So he's got relationships with us at least, but he just needs to fill out his relationships to us.
Okay.
We have relationships with him.
Okay, so why don't you take it off, Will, since you were working with everyone?
Yeah. What are your Mythos cards? What theme books are they in?
Expression and subversion.
Expression and subversion. So we're going to start with expression because I'm just moving through this in alphabetical order. So, crew relationship. You're going to answer you choose one of us for one of these three questions. And that'll help define the relationship between your character to one of us. So the three possible relationships based on this tag, your expression tag, is either one of us. One of us either wants witnessed you expressing your mythos at full power. You can ask us what we thought about it. If we were scared, you take a hurt from us. If we thought it was cool, you take a help from us, or you view us as helpful or hurtful. The second one is you feel like one of us wants to hold you back from expressing your mythos. Ask us what our reason is. Whatever that reason is.
Don't eat kids.
You take a hurt
all of our
from
reasons.
us. You take a hurt from us, whatever the reason is. Or
I'd like to have that one with you.
I'm not going to lie. I was going to say, I think that would work the best.
Okay, so we'll just stop there. Who do you think wants you to hold back from expressing your mythos?
That'd be me. So
right here.
So Memphis has a hurt point on you.
Yes.
Very hurt.
Or what it is he views Memphis as hurtful to him.
I view
Memphis
as hurt.
That I'm holding you back.
Yes. Stop holding me back.
This is all about your view of other people. So you can have I know Memphis here views me as helpful, but I view Memphis as hurtful.
Ooh, a little
And
hate-love
so
relationship.
there's a little bit of tension there.
Yeah.
And your
Sounds like a
second
good
one
drama.
was subversion, yeah?
Yes.
All right.
Indeed.
So, the three possible relationships there. So, one of us saw something that incriminated you or revealed what you truly are. What was it, and under what circumstances? If you have since made them your confidant, take a help. Otherwise, take a hurt. Or you share a secret with one of us, something that the other crew members don't know. Take a help on them, but if this crew ever blows the lid on your secret, it switches to a hurt.
You should probably have a secret with May just so she can have some anchors to the.
Or one of them makes you feel exposed. You find their powers, abilities, or personality invasive. Take a hurt on them.
Oh, I feel like that would be perfect for you.
For who?
The invasive one?
For me?
Or either one of you, to be honest.
I'll take it.
Sure.
You feel my
So put down Paris, Troy there on under your crew, and then add a hurt. Add 1 point on the hurt.
You said Paris?
Yes.
Oh wait, I can't.
I hope you have some friends in this crew.
I don't want any friends.
And then what are your two?
All hurts.
You have defining event.
And personality.
Okay. For defining event. So one of us was present in your defining event. What was their part in it? I don't know if any of us were.
No, that was a long time ago.
One of them is trying to help you or make you get over your defining event and move on. If you appreciate it, take a help on them. If you resent it, take a hurt on them. Or in the aftermath of your defining event, one of them was there to help you pick up your life without judging or asking questions. Take a help on them. So, is somebody helping you get over it? Is someone helping you recover from it? Is someone trying to?
This might be a good one for May.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say May. I was going to say you, but yeah, okay. We'll do May.
Yeah, well, you got one more too.
Yeah.
You just we don't know what May's character's name yet is. So
I'll just put May.
Valkyrie.
Darkwing Dang.
She's-
Yeah.
Your last one
Well,
was what?
but is it helping or hurting?
Personality?
Help.
Okay.
Help. I want someone to help me. Jeez.
And so then for personality, which is your last one, yeah?
Yes. See.
One of them dislikes something about your behavior and is repeatedly making comments about it or trying to get you to change. Ask them what they would dislike and what it would take for them to be happy with you. Whatever they say, take a hurt on them. Or one of them accepts the way you are, maybe even likes your personality. Take a help point on them. Or the personality of one of them seems to be the exact opposite of yours, even if they don't have a theme for it. If it makes it easier for your personality to shine or for you to be yourself, take a help on them. If it comes into conflict with your personality, take a hurt on them.
What was the second one again?
One of them accepts the way you are, maybe even likes your personality.
I like that one. Let's do that one.
Do I accept? I guess
We
I
can
might
be
accept
friends.
the way you... No, I think
And
I
this
generally
part of the
think you're-
personality is the
your
sort of persona.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think you're genuinely wholesome from what I know of your
I
personality.
am generally wholesome,
And
got
which
bad
is
news
hard
for
to
you.
find here in Los Angeles.
especially with kids inside me.
You're a good listener.
All right.
So yeah, put a hurt point, a help point on me. Ray Marks, RAE Marks.
Okay.
And that is that for those relationships. We still have just the crew theme.
We can figure that out as we go.
Pass.
Yeah, well, this is the question. What are you guys, a group of people who work for a larger company that gets sent out on jobs? Are you a group of friends that hang out and try to solve mysteries like the Scooby and gang? You know, that's the defining relationship.
Can we be,
I
can we
call
be in the same
Scooby.
area? Can we be like regional?
You have to be scrappy.
Well, yeah, you guys know each other.
Well, what I mean is, can our bond be the fact that it's like Hell's Kitchen type thing? Like we're the defenders, and we all like we sort of occupy the same like
Yeah.
block
Or,
radius.
Yeah, maybe
one of my
like
thoughts I had,
geographically.
too, is because we all have two mythos. And normally, like when you wake, you get one mythos and you have three logos. And so all of us have lost part of our reality in some way. We've all lost a logos theme at some point in our past. So there was some event that pushed us all, maybe. Like some event. in
It's
our
possible
shared-
that there has been a defender's moment in your history, and you guys kind of just meet up
during the blackout.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys meet up every once in a while, check on what's going on.
Yeah, I kind of like the Watchmen aspect of that. Of like maybe we helped stop some force before, but we kind of haven't been in touch with each other as we should have been. Like some of our relationships have kind of
Typical.
Okay.
So how the game kind of starts out is that we're going to start off by kind of describing each one of our days. So how it starts from the very beginning of the day, and then I will interject into that and how it kind of changes from normal. So let's start with you, Dave. How does your morning start?
At 3 p.m.
Okay.
Because I come home when the sun comes up and I go to bed and I sleep the entire day and I wake up about 3 o'clock.
Okay.
And the first thing I do is I go to the gym because this is neither easy nor cheap. And then I come home and I start getting ready for the club and I work the circuit. And I have a couple of places that I perform at 10, midnight, 2, and 4.
Okay.
And I go where the tips are. I go where the nightlife is happening. I go where I can get all of this out there.
So tonight, on your 10 p.m. Call, you're working at a local club where you're going to be hoisted down on a hula hoop into the center of the dance floor, and you will be performing in front of everyone.
Paris is burning.
That is the name of my one queen show. Paris is Burning, yes.
So you're performing at Supper Club tonight.
Supper Club. Paris is Burning at Supper Club.
So you're performing at a very, very hot bar. It's all white. It's all themed white. There's just giant beds everywhere. Performers come down from the ceiling. There's a giant projection on the back wall. It's a beautiful, crazy just situation. There's way more people there than they should be.
When everything is white for my Paris is Burning act, I'm all red head to toe. Everything is bright red.
Okay.
With my sparkly Achilles heels, which always match any ensemble.
They're always in style. So on this day, you wake up. Are you a morning DJ?
My general day is I wake up at like in the early evening. I do my work at night, my work.
Okay.
And then I go to work in the morning after my work.
Okay. All right.
And then I'm a morning DJ, and then I go to sleep after that.
Okay. All right. I dig that. So, nothing crazy happens, the day before.
Yeah.
So it's just a morning. In the morning, you're just doing your normal stuff.
Yeah.
No crazy gossip. You definitely hear that there's a big party that night down at Supper Club at 10. I should write down your character names. What was it again, Dave?
Paris Troy.
So you know that Paris Troy is performing at Supper Club. Whether or not you want to promote that is up to you, depending on your relationship. And then you pass out. What time do you usually wake up to start your evening?
Probably like 5, 6. Like I don't sleep a ton. My show is from like 6 in the morning until like I'm on until probably noon maybe. And
Okay.
then I pass out and then I wake up at like 6.
Okay. What was your character's name again?
Ray, R-A-E for Ray, Marks.
Awesome. And what about you, Quinn?
Memphis gets up very early and usually works out. I lift, bro. And but then he's done with that very early, usually by about like 6 a.m. or 6:30, and he runs a small place where like sometimes like moms and stuff, they have to drop off their kids. Like it's too early for school. School hasn't started yet, but they need like a sort of before school spot for their. So he helps like kids finish their homework and that sort of stuff, and gets them off to school.
Have you come up with a name for the organization?
We can say Lion's Den.
Lion's Den.
Yeah.
All right, I like that.
And there's an after school component to it as well. But during the day when like kids are at school, a lot of the time that's when he handles his other stuff.
Okay.
And sometimes it's the expectation, like there are currently some like the gang that he's attached to is kind of in power in this part of the neighborhood. And they're not great, but there have been worse before. So I do sometimes help with like collections and bodyguarding and other kind of gang stuff during school hours.
So throughout like your connection with the gang, you've been noticing within the last couple of weeks, there's been kind of like an increase in guns coming out onto the floor.
Yeah.
A little more than normal. Like normally it's kind of almost like cases of guns have been, and there hasn't been any reports, at least from what you've heard, of any sort of like trucks being robbed. You just know that
you don't know where they're coming from.
No idea where they're coming from. There's just been a surplus of guns coming into the industry.
Okay. Well, I make a mental note that I want to check more up on that, but I'm also I'm concerned about what's going on with Kikeen. I think I might try to check in on him when I get a chance.
All right.
No,
Maybe
okay.
maybe tonight.
Kikeen, what is your schedule like?
My schedule is quite plain actually. I wake up at 4 a.m., go to the gym, work out, and then I meet up with some
all the
friends.
gym, like you're the only one not going to the gym, but your gym is beating the fuck out of people.
They do a lot of cardio. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the gym I mean I
Batman
just go to
workout.
spin class and I hang out there. Don't actually do anything. And then New and I meet up with some friends, eat some drinks.
Okay.
And then drink some eats. So it's perfect. And then get ready for the Mr. Kangaroo's Playhouse on CPN. Don't miss it. It's also on Channel 4. And then kind of like get acquainted with all the children. Go to the local orphanage for no particular reason. Then head back to the station.
No reason.
To spread joy.
But yeah, that's basically my
Why
whole
is your
day.
stomach growling when you visit the orphanage?
Second
And then stay on set for like 5 hours. Why just no, don't worry about that.
So Paris, after your performance, which was spectacular, by the way, you start to prep for your next endeavor for the evening. It's a quick turn. You base your style off the location and the vibes and everything that's going on. So you're prepping, you're swapping everything out. You're taking your wig off, and you hear tremendous amounts of screaming coming from the club.
I very like cautiously go and just try and listen. I'm trying to like keep my head down and just see if I can figure out what it is.
You can all of a sudden trampling of people start coming even through the backstage area and starts running to the nearest exit.
Am I at this club?
I don't know. Would you like to be at this club? You knew that Paris was going to perform.
I didn't think it would be on my route, I guess, because I check in on places and occasionally
Well, and Supper Club has had a notorious amount of shootings that happen there every once in a while. It's not like really bad, but Chris Brown's been there, so.
Is Supper Club up to date on paying their protection and all that stuff to the gang? Would there be a reason there for me to be collecting?
Supper Club is probably one of the hottest clubs that's out there. And so they've got the money, and so they've definitely been paid up. But you have access to the building. You don't need to worry about getting through with the guards. They know you. So if you would like to be there as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm having a wardrobe.
Because Paris is performing there as well. All of you know.
I'm having a wardrobe malfunction with my gown that I was taking it off and I can't get it back on, so I sort of have to hold it.
Okay.
But one of my mobility power tags is I can move through any crowd and they can't stop me.
Uh-huh.
So even as people are like rushing out, I make my way towards towards where the screams are coming from.
Okay, so you're going to roll 2d6, and if you're going to invoke you're going to take a -1. Is there any, and then you're going to take a +1 because of your move through any crowd. So it's just basically your 2d6.
8.
8. Okay. So you're getting through. You're able to get through the crowd. You're going the opposite direction, but you're getting hit every once in a while, and you're able to get through. But you're holding your gown on. Like this is all that. Like this is tough, and you make it through. And once you clear through the crowd, you see that there is a pile of blood in the center of the dance floor.
Oh, girl. Just one. logistical thing, like that stuff, like the fact that I have wardrobe malfunctions and stuff. Is it up to me to say that's happening?
You can, you can invoke your own.
Okay.
In a situation, or I can invoke it.
I was in the process of taking her off, though, so that's what.
And if you invoke the weakness, it draws attention to the tag. So you mark the attention at the top of the tag that has wardrobe malfunction on it.
Okay.
And you get closer to leveling up, basically.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, yes, I'm definitely like I just like look around.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, you see a pool of blood in the center of the dance floor, but no body.
Security.
I'm actually nearby. I'm right next to Paris, and I go, I don't know where this club's people are, but I'm gonna have to do for now, buddy.
Excuse me, Memphis. What the heck? Could you clip this back on, please?
Yeah.
All right, so I can have my hand back.
I help Paris fix her dress, and I'm admiring your delts. You've got good definition.
That's true. Those now even moist. Yeah, the lines are real. So, is there anyone else in the room besides the two of us now?
I was gonna say, Ray has come in at some point, and they're not visible. They're like doing like the Batman thing almost. They're like hiding in a corner. But
how's this? Because the way Paris came in was actually from a hoist from the ceiling. There is open slots in the ceiling that you could have easily gotten into.
Oh yeah.
So
there's always a window left open.
Exactly.
There's always a window left open.
Yeah.
Or a side door.
Or a side door.
It's not at all a side door. That's what it is. Yeah.
Side doors.
So you're lurking up at the top?
Yeah, and when Ray's out at night, they have the big hat, kind of hide their face a little bit because they're kind of known, and they always they have a scarf that they can drop down to walk around, but it's wrapped up around.
Okay.
Right now.
Gated style.
So yeah, this is what you see. As of right now, you just see the two of you.
Is there now this pile of blood? Is there any trail leading away from it of footsteps or anything like that?
Because of the mad dash out, you can see that there is blood, but you can't tell if the blood is a trail or if it's from people stepping in it, because it's smeared in every direction out from. You can just tell where the main pool of blood is, but you can't really tell what direction the blood went.
Have I seen them yet? Do I see them up near the ceiling?
You can make a look if you'd like to look around.
Sure. Well, I mean, I'm looking I'm looking for everything.
I was also going to try to make an investigate roll.
Cool, go for it.
Let's see if I got any applicable tags. I
don't think I have anything directly relevant, but I got 5 to just take everyththing in.
Okay. Well, we're gonna do a couple rolls. Do me a favor, Memphis, and I'm sorry, not Memphis. Ray. Can you roll me a sneak around?
A sneak around?
Yes, please.
I move in silence.
Okay.
And
Gonna roll sneak around.
I moved in. I came in through a window left open.
Okay.
So they probably don't know.
Okay, so there's 2 right there.
Yeah. For sneaking around, that is going to be an 11 total.
An 11 total. And what did you roll for your kind of... So this would basically be a go toe-to-toe almost, because you're trying to look around. What was your roll? 5? Okay, yeah, you do not see Ray. Unless Ray wants to come down and be seen.
Okay.
And then what was your investigation roll?
I'm about to roll that. I don't think this includes my bullshit detector because I'm not dealing with people, nor am I up in everybody's gossip. So this is just a flat roll for me.
Yeah, because you don't know whose blood it is. You don't know anything.
Yeah. I'm going to start once they're done. I have some stuff I want to do.
No, that's a 5 is me for me as well.
You have no idea. There's so much blood and there's so much going on you cannot tell.
No.
Memphis looks down at the puddle of blood. He's sort of squatting over it, and for a moment he catches his reflection in it, and it seems like he almost has a sort of lion face. And then he reaches down, and you can see his nails are almost a little longer, and he touches the surface of the blood, and then brings it up to his face and kind of opens his mouth slightly and kind of does that thing that like cats do where they smell but their mouths are a little open,
Yep.
like they're
Thompson's
using
organ, yeah.
the gland, that organ.
I'm like, oh, you're gonna lick that?
No need. I can get all I need from this. And do I know anything about it? Do I know if it's human, animal, any of that sort of stuff?
Roll me an investigation, and that you changed, right?
I used a little bit of my shape-shifting, I would
Okay, so
say.
give yourself a +1 for that.
Okay. And do I get an attention thing for that on my...
If you call the weakness.
Only if you call
Only for the weakness.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I got a 6 plus the 1, right?
You
So-
know it's
7.
blood.
7.
So 7, that's,
This
yeah.
is definitely blood.
It's definitely blood. It's not animal blood.
Okay, human blood. Okay, common sense wise, is this? Does it look like it's from one person or multiple people?
From what you can tell, it is one person's blood, but it's a lot of
And
it.
there's a lot of it.
Whoever's blood this is did not survive.
Yeah. Okay.
But there's no evidence that they were dragged out of here.
You can't tell from all of the mess. It's basically a crime scene that like the entire nightclub walked on.
Right.
Normally, I'd be worried that Kikin was involved with this, but this is not his style. This is too messy.
I like children. Actually, speaking of kicking, can I be? Oh, I am actually. I heard about Paris's. Well, I knew about Paris's wonderful show, so I decided to come, but fashionably late, obviously.
So you're outside, and as you're walking up, we're going to kind of go backwards in time.
Are you wearing your trademark sweater?
I have a rainbow jumper.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So.
Are you wearing the rainbow jumper?
Oh yeah.
I'll
Okay.
stunt on him.
100%.
So you're walking up and you see this long line out the door for people trying to get in. You know, just beautiful men and women just like stand there.
My favorite.
And you walk up to the front of the line to talk to the security guard because you're not gonna wait in this.
I'm Mr. Kangaroo.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
You not know me?
It's Mr. Kangaroo to you.
And as you're about to walk up, you see two security guards holding a guy, and they're dragging him out, and they throw him onto the ground into the front. And do you look at the guy? Do you,
Yeah. I want to come up there and rub on his face.
So you look over at the guy, and you notice that he's got 2 gunshots through the back of his head. And as you come,
Is he dead?
As you notice this, everyone else starts to notice it, and everyone starts to freak the fuck out, and everyone starts to scream and bolts in every single direction. People from inside the nightclub are starting to now run.
How far away is that security guard
The security guard,
that just threw him out?
there was 2, one on each side. They see it as well and freak out and start running as well.
Whoop, I thought he just carried him out. They didn't do this? You need better security, first off, but we'll get back to that later. Can I go up? Actually, yeah. I'm going to go up to him, like, to the security guard. That dude's dead, right? There's no help
Well,
there.
so as
There's
they're-
2 gunshots in the back of his
Are you going
head.
to run after them and try to catch?
Yeah, I
up
want
with
to
them?
catch one of them. I want to do the, what is it? Induce vague memories to see if I can be like, hey, what's up? What's going on? All right, I guess I should just ask them, actually.
So, so you start running after them.
Sprinting.
You're sprinting after them, and they run into a nearby car garage, and you manage to catch them as they're trying to get their keys into the door.
Okay. I want to do that, like, whole hypnotic presence. It's like, hey, guys, hold on 1 second. Can I get...
I believe you have calming presence.
Yeah,
as one
there's
of them.
like, yeah, they call me.
So as they're fumbling around with their keys, you just see them kind of like...
Or the hypnotic trance, dude.
You can
I got so
induce
many
a hypnotic
things.
trance.
You think you've got both.
Yeah.
Watch
So that means you can.
So
I'm the one
you're
who
going to
has
roll
soothing
your
presence.
2d6, and you're going to add 2 to that.
All right, so a solid 6.
Okay.
Solid.
Yeah, solid.
Solid 6 right there.
I appreciate we're staying on brand with our dice rolls, though.
Rolling strong today.
All right. Yeah, that's definitely a number.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So they go, what do you want, Rainbow Man?
I just want to know what happened. What happened to the man out there? He had 2 holes in the back of his head.
I don't fucking know. I don't know. I gotta get out of here. This is crazy. This is crazy.
So no soothingness at all?
Not with a 6.
What if I rub their face slightly?
Then it's a 5.
Basically 0 through 6 is a failure. 7 to 10.
7 to 9.
7 to 9, thank you. 7 to 9 is success with a messy success, and then a 10 and higher is a complete success. So
I can't do, like-
you literally tried to convince this dude,
Yeah.
and he's just like, nah, not interested.
So I can't do like two different things, or I just
No,
like,
so you've
one
made
and done.
So
you
the
didn't have your
actions-
puppets with you, so that's why it didn't work.
So the actions in which you can take are investigation,
Carlos.
convincing, face danger, hit with all you've got, go toe to toe, change the game, sneak attack, and take the risk. Those are basically the different actions in which you can take that will cause you to roll. And so you had basically tried to do a convince. You're trying to convince them to tell you the information, and so you have failed at that action.
Failure.
So yeah, he's like, get the fuck out of here, Rainbow Man. There's some crazy shit going on. And he opens his door, jumps in the car, turns the car on, and speeds away. Right. And as other people around you are all getting to their cars, trying to get the fuck out.
Yeah, I guess I'll just head inside then, or towards them.
All right, so this is
So
about...
is this body still on the curb outside?
So as you walk back, you walk past the body and walk...
Wait, can I... Wait, oh, yeah, I didn't...
I mean...
I don't know how much I could do, to be honest.
So how this game works is it's a storytelling game. You tell me the actions of what you want to do, and I will add to them or tell you to roll for information.
All right, I want to, if it's cool for everybody, to investigate that body.
Okay, so you're going to roll 2d6.
Okay, it worked out quite well.
Look at all your tags, and if there's any seem
If any of them
applicable
apply, yeah.
to investigating.
Knowing a childhood secret, perfect. Like, what's your childhood secret? I'm a good listener. I have a rainwear sweater, limitless screen.
Yeah, I don't think any of these really apply.
Okay, so roll 2d6, see what you get.
All right.
Good lucky.
Oh, was it 9?
9, okay. This man was killed with 2 gunshots to the back of the head. They entered the back of the head and came out the front.
Quite observant.
The face.
And you cannot tell who it is based off of
Their face
just their face being just glorified and covered in blood. And that's basically all of the information you can get. Well-dressed gentleman in a suit, tie,
What kind of suit? Is it shark skin? Is that what it is?
That's shark skin.
Yeah. I was gonna take it for less.
It's a nice black suit. It's pretty fresh. Like it's a new suit.
It's a new suit. What size are the shoes? So I don't see anything else. That's it.
Not from there.
All right, then. Yeah, I guess.
You want to walk in?
I want to walk in, head inside, and.
So
try to
this is
find
about
Paris.
the time. So this will be you guys are investigating the blood pile as Kikeen walks through the front door. No one's stopping him. Like just walks right in, and you see two. You see Memphis and Paris standing around this pool of blood.
Yeah.
Another one of my weaknesses is I need an audience. So as I'm looking at all of this, I unintentionally go into Bodak Yellow, and I'm like, these are red bottom shoes, like very non-constructively.
So you're just saying.
I like what you do when you're stressed out. You start freaking out. You're just like, I'm like, what is happening over here?
So you walk in, you see Paris singing along, and you see Memphis down on the ground trying to figure out what's going on. Yeah.
So I'm quite confused what's going on, to be honest, where they're singing over there. Paris, what exactly are you doing over there?
Kikeen.
Hi.
Kikeen.
Paris.
Did you do this?
First off, you're the one over here singing about Bodak Yellow, so...
It's the shoes! And then I just showed the red bottoms of the Achilles heels.
This is not the appropriate time to be singing
bloody
this
shoes.
song.
I feel like this is directly relevant to...
Well, this person was this is too messy to be you, for sure.
Okay, first off, I take offense to that.
And this amount of blood, too old. You can't fit this much in...
Let's just calm down.
just a little Nino.
Oh.
Well, have you found anything out, Memphis? Hello, as well.
Hey. I haven't been seeing you in the mornings. Did you change gyms without telling me?
Yeah, I've been going to this wonderful gym. It's about
You know that's not okay, right?
a month.
I'm gonna keep.
You know, there's a reason that we work
Okay.
out together, right?
Where would you like to look?
Who says?
I say because I want to make sure you don't
I'm
get too
just.
hungry.
I'm standing up in the catwalk area, but I'm looking around from up there, like looking down, just like moving around to the catwalk.
So, while you're up in the catwalk, you notice that there is, other than an access to the roof in which you came through, there's a door that leads in what you believe to be the tech booth.
Okay. I have to go in. Is it like locked or anything?
No, not from your side. No, you open the door and you're in it. You're in the tech booth. You see that there's a plethora of equipment that's up there, as well as a small, basically bar. It's like a small bar, but it's like not attended to. It's just where people come to grab additional liquor for the actual bars that are downstairs.
Is there like a camera feed for like the inside of the club at all?
No, but from the tech booth itself, you can see the entire dance floor, everything. Well, it's almost as good as the view that you had from the roof itself. There is another doorway in the tech room that you might think might be the security room.
Okay, I'm gonna check that door.
So that door's locked.
Okay. Well, no door can stop me.
I like your attitude.
I will. So I'm gonna invoke. No door can stop me. And my inhuman strength.
Okay.
To try to just like strong arm it.
Okay. So it's one of those like computerized like button doors. Roll it.
Okay.
Just as an aside, D'Artagnan, there was a relationship between us that I wrote before you got here.
That is going to be a 9.
That you are trying to get me to give up like the drag nightlife scene. Like you
I was only going to go there anyway, so that's pretty good.
just in general. The fact that I work in these type establishments, you're always trying to get me to not do it because it's dangerous.
Yeah. Okay. I care about you.
Okay,
So
well,
you said a 9 to get in. So you take the door handle and you just basically with your strength you just pry it open, jack the door, and push the door, and it just squeaks right open. And there's a single desk and there's a monitor that's just covered with different camera angles from the entire place.
Cool. Can I go back to see what happened on the floor? Like, when half of the blood got there?
Sure. Roll me an investigation.
Okay. Does this equipment give me any bonus?
I'll give you I'll give you a +1 for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
See anything? No, I don't think I have anything else that goes with this. Unless I'm used to dealing with like this sort of techno equipment as a radio shock jock.
I'll give you another +1 for that.
What?
Yeah.
No, that's visual equipment. That's audio equipment.
7.
This is visual.
A 7?
Yeah, pulls me up to
Maybe they stream also.
So, as you're going through the footage, you're able to see the dance floor, but every few minutes a laser goes right past the camera and just causes there to be
So they use lasers.
yes. You see a laser light that kind of crosses across the camera and it flickers. You don't really see what's going on, but you do notice there's a man laying on the ground for a good while, and people just dancing around them. And then you notice 2 security guards come, pick them up, and then drag the person out to the front. And then you see that person be thrown out onto the floor, and you see them as well as everyone else then freak out and run.
Huh. Okay. But I don't see how the guy got there.
No, whatever happened.
It was in one of those lights. Okay.
At this point, if we're downstairs, I'm probably pretty worried about the cops coming.
Well, and Kikeen, did you even mention that there's a dead body out in the front?
we were getting to that.
I'm gonna wait for that.
Okay.
Well, we can
Gotta wait
slide
for that.
back over.
Yeah. So as Ray was doing that, what were the 3 of you doing?
Well, one thing I know is about controlling an audience. So if people ran that way, what they were afraid of was that way. So I go.
Well, from the point of the blood, they ran in every direction.
people just
out.
scattered.
So they ran out the front door, and then they ran through the back, which is where you were. And because what they were afraid of was the fact that there was a giant pool of blood on the floor.
Right. Got it. But I didn't hear any gunshots.
Best case scenario, cops are here in 2 minutes. Worst case scenario, whoever's person this was is going to come for revenge.
Or that is also best case scenario. So then
It's not a good case scenario.
Mystery
either
solved.
way, it's going to be dangerous for people around here.
Also, just side note, I did see a dead body outside.
You could have
I
led with
had
that.
forgotten about that.
That didn't seem like something you'd mention.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I get a little hungry and things flutter away.
It's I go and I pinch the sweater and I'm like, I love this.
Yes,
I love this.
it's amazing.
I push between the two of them and go out to the front.
You know, Memphis is very rude.
This is not a good time for this, people.
wanna
I
work
think it's
this
always a good time
I want to
for
work this
this.
into my act. I do, but I do follow Memphis, and I'm all like, imagine. Okay, so hear me out. That head to toe, skin tight, latex. God. Yeah, but I do follow Memphis.
So I know the
I
bouncer
am
here.
sold.
Is the bouncer here or
No
gone?
one is here.
Okay.
Everyone bolted.
And there's a body on the ground?
There's a body on the ground.
All right, I'm gonna start checking out and just confirm what Kikeen said.
Okay, so
But
roll an
see if I can get any other
investigation.
information.
Would you like to invoke any of your?
I think I will use my my kind of tracking hunting aspect to
Okay.
see if I can recognize. I mean, it doesn't really make sense, but like I see the because this was done with a gun, obviously, but I kind of want to look for marks of whoever did this. Like recognize. All right, so that would be it's 8 is what I got.
8. Okay.
Yeah.
So you look at the body. You see the same exact information that
Kikeen.
Kikeen had found.
Okay.
You roll
You can
the
also
body.
call me Mr. Kangaroo.
You roll the body over, and you look, and the face seems familiar, but you're not really
left of
sure.
it, yeah.
Yeah, you can't really tell who it is. I would even say, with your gang experience, that you know that this is a hit.
This looks like a gang hit.
This is a hit. This isn't necessarily a gang hit. This is 100% a hit.
Okay.
I'd like to search his pockets.
Okay.
Well, I'm picking up the body, throwing it over my shoulder, fireman carry, and bringing it back into the club.
Okay. All right. So you pick his body up, bring him back into the club.
I do rummage through all his pockets, inside pockets on the coats, pants pockets.
Okay.
All just.
So you're watching the camera footage and you see them do this. So you know what's going on. You find a driver's license. You see the name
Robert Paulson.
Robert Cooper III.
Oh, so close.
His friends called him Sly.
That was really close. That was really funny.
Robert Cooper III.
Yeah.
Does that name mean anything to me? I say out loud, I'm like, Robert Cooper III, and I read his address out too.
Yeah.
Does that mean anything to any of
Wharf
us?
Avenue.
Doesn't mean anything to me.
Wharf Avenue.
Well, you're not down there, and there's no audio on the surveillance system,
No,
so
yeah.
you
It would be
can't.
definite anyway
Yeah.
if there were, yeah. But I do say that out loud in case that means anything to.
Yeah. Does it mean anything to any of us?
Is the music still going?
No, the music. Well,
There was a record scratch.
the thumb drive stopped running through music. D'Artagnan knows how that is.
Yes. Well, I mean, how small is your thumb drive? Anyway. What was I? Oh, I had a question. So, because we constantly keep acting like divas, does that mean
I'm
we
not
take?
acting.
I know, but for me, it's a weakness. That's
So
what I'm
basically,
asking.
the weakness when
I
you
wanna make sure I'm playing the part.
when you invoke that weakness, it's in a specific role,
Gotcha.
right? It's not necessarily just like, I'm
Invoking
being a
this,
diva right now.
anything.
It's only when it is a negative effect on one of your roles. Now, that is also a characteristic of your person. So if that's how you would like to play a scene, that's 100% perfect.
Oh, it's going to happen.
But yeah, it only gets invoked and you only get attention when you invoke it on a roll.
Got you.
Cool. All right, so where would you like to drop the body, or you just you carried it in? You see Robert Cooper III. The name sounds rich, but you can't really put it on who it might be.
Do I know based on the street? Do I know part of town? Like, is it a Gige area?
Yes, this is a very nice neighborhood. This is
he have-
Beverly Hills.
Does he have car keys?
No.
Does he have house keys?
No.
Does he have anything like a phone or anything in there?
Nope. You found the wallet that had a handful of cash, driver's license.
Do we have access to Google?
Yeah.
I want to Google his name.
Yeah.
Is there anybody who works here? I need a mop.
I want to Google.
So you type in Robert Cooper III, and you see that Robert Cooper III is a playboy that likes to do good. They go out and they like to volunteer their time and their money to try to help. Kind of.
Lord Jesus, they killed Batman.
Kind of.
I think he was the Predator.
But as you
Predator
kind
killed
of
Batman.
read more into it, you realize that Robert Cooper III is also the heir to a major gun corporation.
Oh, I want to just say
Cooper
that
Ames,
out loud.
which is the name of the company.
Cooper Ames.
You said Cooper. What is it?
Cooper Ames.
AIMS, like aim, or AMES?
Yeah, Ames, like you're aiming a gun.
I've been seeing more of their guns on the street.
And in fact, the guns in which you have been seeing have been Cooper Ames guns.
Now that I know that he's a philanthropist or he's a nightclub goer, can I think if I've seen him anywhere else? Because I visit a lot of clubs.
Yeah, roll another investigation. Add a +1 for the information that you've gained.
Now it's 10.
Okay, so yeah, you've seen Cooper. You've seen Cooper. In fact, Cooper has actually talked to you a couple times and has wanted to, has wanted to work with you with outreach programs that they've been setting up.
I didn't recognize him with all of this happening, but now that I see his picture, I know him. And I tell them about that.
You start to hear the police sirens in the distance.
When he said, it may have a mop, I looked over and I see like the sirens off in the cameras, and so I figured at this point I've come out and I'm up at the catwalk like looking down at them, and you just hear like this gruff voice from up there. You're like, you should probably put down that body. The cops are on their way.
I mean, do we want to try to hide this in the cellar or what? I can't be here when the cops get here.
We don't need to hide this at all. Just leave him.
Wait, do we know Ray's voice?
Yeah, we met Ray.
I know, but I like
do
how
you
he's
know
all
Ray's
nonchalant,
personality?
totally just disregard that this voice from above us that tells us to leave. Like, wait a minute. Yeah, you're probably right, man.
I think Darkana's question is: do they know that it's Ray,
Yeah.
or is this some omnipotent?
Because a random voice is going to make you freak out.
If you look up in the catwalk, you see like the
Ray
usual,
persona.
the Ray persona, the hat and the black like scarf around the face.
Like it always there. Like, oh, hey, Ray. Nice of you to join us.
And then
You
I
see
like,
this?
no, I
It's
say
kind
that,
of,
and then I disappear out the way I came in.
Yep, typical Ray.
I check the ID, and I go and I get my stuff out of the back, and I head out the back.
Okay.
We should meet up at our old spot.
I have another show in...
No. We got to take care of this.
This isn't going to be another thing like the blackout, is it?
It will be, and if it is, we need to stop it like we need to stop that.
Yeah, but see,
This is our neighborhood. We have to defend this.
Yeah. I'm with Paris on this one, Memphis, and I know.
This is not a vote. It's not. We're not being democratic about this. We need to take care of this.
Okay, fine. I'll be there.
All right. So you go to the back. You grab your stuff. You get in your car, and you start to head out.
I do go to the old spot. On the way, I text my next 2 gigs that I'm not feeling well. It's female problems.
Well, by this time, I mean, there's rumor going around that someone was shot. I mean, that's quick news, you know. In fact, Ray, you're kind of wondering or not if you should like live stream something. You know, maybe you should.
I'm not a streamer.
I know that you, but you still have a following on social media of the sort, and this is very juicy gossip.
You're
It's time
always
for
on call.
It's time for an Instagram story, bud.
You just called my weakness.
You know that this is Richard Cooper III's death. You know that, and you can swoop it before anyone else
All
can.
right, so I find a quiet like rooftop to sit down on.
Okay.
And I pull out my phone. I pull everything off, take the head off, all just like out, and I call in to my station,
Okay.
to the night DJ, and I tell him to put me on.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to make a convince roll. I don't know if because
I'm sure that this happens quite often.
no, I mean to for whatever sort of. I'm gonna look at the things really quick because I do want to use this opportunity to invoke that weakness, so I'd have to make a roll for it.
No, so you're going to have access to the radio station. The convince you're going to roll a convince to try and convince your audience, basically.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. So you get on and you hear, ladies and gentlemen, we actually have to break from our evening sex conversations, and we've got to talk. We've got Ray on the phone. Ray, I hear you've got some really crazy information. What's going on?
Hey everyone, this is Ray. You know me from Morning Ray, but I guess tonight it's your Evening Ray. I was just out tonight here in Beverly Hills, and you would not believe it, but Robert Cooper III, has been shot at the Kit Kat Club. Supper Club.
Kit Kat's later. That's the after.
That's the after party.
I don't know what it is. It feels like some sort of karmic justice, but the heir to Cooper Ames, this gun magnate got shot. What kind of world are we living in where people are just getting shot on the street? It's time for some real gun control. It's time for some real answers. Call in. Let us know what you think. And
Can I call in?
I'm listening in the car. You guys can ride with me if you want, by the way.
I'm for sure riding with you.
please
It's like you're like, oh great, I love Love Live. Like,
please be careful out there. If you have seen or heard anything and you were around the area of the Supper Club tonight, if you were there, call in. Let us know what you saw. We want to hear your take. We want to hear your hot take. So give us a call. And I'm going to try to convince people. So I can try to get.
I dig it. I dig it. Roll it.
I'm a celebrity.
Yep.
I need to be heard.
Uh-huh.
I'm a radio shock jock.
Uh-huh.
And I know everybody's gossip.
Uh-huh.
But I'm also always on call, which is why I'm doing this in the middle of the night. So that's +3.
Uh-huh.
Which just brings me to a 7.
Okay.
So I probably get some.
Okay.
not
So
good.
Garbage.
So the host says, thank you so much, Ray. And we're going to be here live taking phone calls for the rest of the evening for anyone that knows any information. Also, the host kind of ruins it and says, also, don't forget to call 911. You know, they're the really important one to get out. But if you want to get your voice heard, we'll also be here to listen to you. And thank you so much, Ray. And they hang up the phone with you. So you guys keep it on to the radio station just in case you hear something extra. And you all, I believe all you 3 are driving together, correct?
Yeah. I mean, you're welcome to ride with me if you ride with me.
Yeah, Paris, Memphis.
What kind of car does Paris have?
It is like the 2-seater Benz, so it is very tight to squeeze in, especially because the back, like the trunk and the back are all loaded with like gowns and
I want to be in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, this is nice, guys.
Yeah, we can squeeze in.
We're both pretty big.
Yeah. Well, Ray is not with us.
Ray left.
Oh, Ray left.
The
Okay.
3 of us are together. Ray.
Yeah,
Ray
you're
is-
driving. That's why you were able to hear Ray on the radio.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do. I want to text my drag mother because I want to tap into the connection of my sisters in the nightlife.
Okay.
I text her that I almost got my lace front shot off. What the hell happened at the Supper Club? Has anybody heard anything?
Okay.
Because I figure everybody that's scattered told somebody and are going to be posting and tweeting. I just want to know if, the underground club network knows anything. They do not.
Your drag mother says, it says you were the closest one to the scene. We'll keep our ear out and let you know what's going on. But honey, right now nothing.
Well, maybe cancel your gigs at the Supper Club the rest of the week. I think they're going to be closed for renovations and cleaning.
You 3 make it to Supper Club, we're
back again.
Paris, Memphis, and Kikeen make it to the last bookstore. As you open the door, you see Ray inside already.
Yeah, and the mask and like the scarf's down and the hat's off, and I'm just like chilling. I got some like a hot cup of coffee, and I'm just like, took you long enough.
Did we hear the radio?
Yeah.
My God, it was nice, right? We heard a little lifeline to get all the whole city as our eyes and ears. Except for that 911 part, that kind of ruined everything. But it's okay.
Yeah, and the people who did this now know that you're connected to it, so that's awesome.
Yeah, it's not a big deal at all, Ray.
I was out. I have a personality, and
So do I, Ray. You don't see me going on the kids' shows.
I think the problem is
people.
that both of you have a little too much personality.
It is not
You
possible
don't have
to
enough,
have too
Memphis.
much personality.
Amen,
I have
sister.
two, maybe
all
three.
right. So what'd you guys see there? Somebody got shot. I saw it on the cameras. The body just like appeared there in the middle of the floor. Nobody noticed it for a while until they took it out. They even like took it out of the building, and then people noticed. Then people reacted.
Was the music loud enough for them to be able to shoot him on the floor and not have people notice?
I mean, noise, muzzle flashes. I mean, it's...
Because I didn't hear any of that.
Well, depending on where you shoot someone from.
So actually, do me a favor. Roll an investigation with your gang history. So you
Yeah.
use your...
That's a 6.
Probably not.
We're just bad at this.
Anyone's guess.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things they could have been using. Muzzles. They could have.
Yeah.
The weirdest thing is the fact that they continued to dance around his dead body for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was there for a while. I didn't see what happened though. The lights in there, they're all programmed weird. You should not have them like face your cameras.
I mean, I need him facing me.
And Ray, that the body was there for about a half an hour.
Yeah.
Was the body there while I was performing?
And you missed it?
What? When the lights are on me, I can't see them. As long as the money's coming towards the stage, that's the only thing I'm looking for.
How typical.
Although-
Okay,
Now-
so we don't
now
know
that-
why they killed this person. But do we know why they did it there?
Now that I know that he died, or this happened while I was performing, can I see if I remember anything out of sorts that might not have struck me at the time, but now being like, there was a weird dude in a trench
Sure.
coat.
Take a +1 to an investigation on that.
Okay.
And so
9.
Is there anything else that you think might be beneficial for this?
do I know anything about Robert Cooper? Do I have heard any gossip about him?
Okay, we'll do that
I
next.
I do have a thing that would help me. Since I'm a consummate performer, I am trying to gauge whether or not the audience is into it. So so that would put me to 10 because I am surveying.
Okay.
I'm like, are they feeling it? Are they not?
You noticed that there was a tremendously large amount of fog. Like from fog machines, almost.
Right.
But way more than normal. Like, you've performed there before.
Right.
And it was almost as if the machines were malfunctioning.
Yeah. When I was on, they did sort of overdo it with the fog. I thought they were just trying to go for mood. In fact, I kind of had to get one of my fans and blow it.
Well, this
fog
this
wasn't
wasn't
on
an
the camera,
opportunity.
though, right?
This wasn't an
What do you mean?
opportunistic crime.
What do you mean fog? There was no fog on the camera.
I like the machines, the fog.
no.
This was a hit.
But there was no smoke. I don't know what you're talking about. There wasn't any smoke on the camera.
So, do we know about other people like us?
Yes, you know that they exist.
So, I'm just going to take a wild guess and say that maybe someone with mystical powers and such.
Well, if what they're saying is true, that the smoke only showed up on the floor and not on the cameras,
yeah.
I mean,
that
Something
points to that
weird's
too.
that would confirm that it's a hit, for sure.
Let me
do I-
hit up some names I've got and see if they know anything about Cooper Ames.
Yeah, do I know anything about Robert Cooper themselves?
Excuse
So,
me.
if he's looking at the company, I'm looking at the person.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So what you're saying is there's someone who can shoot somebody in a crowded room and make no noise and have no one notice, and our plan is to go after that person?
Yes, because you are a person with invincible shoes.
First off, I didn't say we were going after them at all.
We are.
I'm just, God damn.
Yeah.
This will be good for you. You need structure.
I have enough structure.
And you're hungry, right?
Fine. We'll go.
I would like to say my structure's being completely disrupted by all of this.
I feel like Memphis is being very forceful in this whole situation.
I'm looking out for you. I want you to be full, buddy.
I
Full
really
of
don't
bad
think
people
so.
with no room for kids.
No, because you get mad at me all the time for this. And
I'm not mad. I'm just concerned.
About who and what?
About the children.
They're
Think of the children.
I love children.
That's the problem.
Ray,
can't
roll
roll with
me
you
an
about this.
investigation with your bonuses, trying to look into.
All right. I got. He's a celebrity, Robert Cooper as well, so I can maybe
Richard.
Yeah.
Richard Cooper. Yeah.
Robert Cooper the third.
This man has many names.
Nope. Richard.
Oh, you
definitely said Robert
Robert,
earlier.
because I said
My
Robert
bad.
Paulson.
Yeah, we'll make sure.
It's Richard Cooper. So.
He's Richard Robert
All right,
Cooper.
so tell me,
Robert's his nickname.
Richard
That's
Robert
how-
Cooper.
They call him RR. Yeah.
and I know everybody's gossip.
Dick Bob.
And
Richard Cranium.
maybe
dickhead.
somebody called into it on the radio.
Yeah.
All right. That is 10.
10. Okay. So, you know the gossip that you know. You were right there, B. Dave?
Hot goss.
D'Artagnan hurt me.
You know that the hot gossip right now is that there's a bunch of families protesting the Cooper Ames company because their guns were used in a recent school shooting.
Okay.
I wish I was there.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know if I like you very much.
It's a bit dark.
So, yeah. So
I did make his character, so it's not totally his fault.
the Cooper Ames company, they basically their guns were the
used in crimes. All right.
But is there anything unusual?
You're crying.
No, he got me with Richard Cranium.
All right, center yourself, Harris.
Is there anything unusual about their guns? I mean, like, they're a gun company, but I mean, is it like they're unusually cheap? Or remember, like, Glocks were ceramic and you could get them through metal detectors. You know, is there like...
They have been the largest proponents of reducing the laws in LA County for guns.
So it's not that they're technologically advanced, it's their whole thing is like access. Like
They have lobbyists, and they're trying to deregulate it. They're taking advantage of deregulation,
So
I
like
guess.
that guy did the 3D printing of the guns. Remember that?
Yeah.
Like 2 months
yeah.
ago. Same,
Right.
same diff, right?
So this guy was the heir to the company, but he did not currently run the company.
Correct.
Was so relative to the things that have been happening. Like, has he been the public face of the company? He's just part of the family?
You got a 10 though, right?
Yeah, I got 10.
You know that there has been some of the families with their kids that were lost have been calling for the death of Richard Cooper II's son, which would be Richard Cooper the third.
Yeah.
But
Because they're saying if we lost our kids because of you, you should lose your kid.
That is some biblical shit right there, friends. The firstborn.
I mean, everybody in our status has had the death threats before. That's nothing too crazy.
But usually,
we should probably check it out.
I don't think we should be the baseline for this.
Usually,
We should always be the baseline.
Usually they don't follow through on those death threats.
Oh, I don't think they can.
So have I gleaned any information from my various gang contacts?
So you've been calling around, and you know that there has been hits called out, but none substantial. Like there's been some
Okay.
people saying, "Hey, there's a guy that's wants this dude dead, but we don't think he's got the money." So, but nothing concrete, no
Okay.
real information.
Now, my defining relationship with my parole officer has a weakness tag that's back in that life. So is there some sort of reflection from me calling these people that like now these people know like, oh, okay, you still do dirt, and now I'm, I've kind of jumped back into their consciousness. So that would probably be a negative effect for me.
Okay.
So I don't know if that plays in if I get
It would only be if you were
an attention
If
for
you're
that.
trying to roll for more information,
Yeah.
and you
If you want to roll for a more of an investigation, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Like, you got to call those guys.
I got to call people who I wish had forgotten my name.
Right.
I wish they had lost my number.
So what tags are you using?
I could use street enforcer, right? Because like they know that when I'm calling that I've got support. And then yeah, I guess that's it. I guess just street enforcer.
Maybe they're helping keep you on the path, though.
That would be when I interact with my parole officer. So that's the.
Well, I mean, if you're trying to call on the weakness tag as well.
Okay. So what would the total be that I would get? I would get like a +2 to the roll.
But then -1.
All right. So +1 after everything. That is a total of 10. Finally.
Okay.
And then you could mark an attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So there has been the person that was originally calling for the hit was in fact a parent from the recent school shooting. But like I said, there hasn't been any sort of legitimate money in place, just someone calling for it.
Yeah. I'm thinking whoever did this wasn't doing it. They were doing it because they wanted to do it, and this is just this is who. If a parent ordered this, they didn't have not enough money to order a hit person. So whoever did this, they wanted to do this.
You also know that because this is a person, or the person that did this hit was someone with some sort of mythos involved with it, that some parent that is a logo isn't going to be involved with being able to hire, one, to afford someone like this, and two, to even know to hire someone like this. So you know that while that person is there, it's probably a dead end.
Yeah.
This is a bit of a reach, but one of the things that I can do as a part of my mythos is I sense weaknesses in things, and I'm trying to figure out, apparently being at the supper club during this time in this way was RR's weakness. Like someone knew to hit him there and hit him then. Is there any way that I can sort of like almost like deduce why this was his point of vulnerability? Like why this was the moment to hit him? Because that might give us some insight into who did it. It's a stretch, I know.
You can look. You're going to have to get a 10 or higher to get any sort of information on this.
I do not.
Yeah, you think that there's more information out there, but you don't quite have it yet.
Bullets are a common weakness.
Yeah.
I have a couple ideas.
As you know,
Moving forward from here, I have a couple ideas. One, this is Los Angeles. There's probably going to be some sort of vigil or something. Or maybe even, if there's a vigil, there might be some people showing up to protest it. And two, I can look, or one of us can look to try to find this group of parents. Maybe there's some sort of support group or something that they meet, and try to go to one of their like meetings and just
I'll do that.
Be in with them. See, just be in the area. See if you notice anything.
Yeah, those people need help too.
So in the background, you've had the radio station playing the entire time, and you hear I was actually one of the bodyguards there, and it was the craziest thing. We all thought he was drunk, so we threw him out, but when he landed, dude was dead. And we're going to take a break right there.
Oh, okay.
Because it is 1:30. So we're going to take a...
Be back in 10.
10? Yeah?
10.
All right, I'm going to pause it, so give me a second.
Yes, we have a skeleton crew today.
And...
So we all, yeah.
Hey! You got to see my back. First time on stream. Anyways, welcome back. Thank you very much for continuing to join us for City of Mist. We, as the group, has discovered that there is, in fact, an eyewitness to the situation, that one of the bodyguards called into the radio station that Ray works for and had mentioned that they thought the person was drunk, and that is why they were kicking the person out. But they did not notice that the person was dead until he was outside. You also had mentioned, Ray, about a possible vigil that will be happening tomorrow night, or eventually, once we know what's going on. And to possibly go there and see if there's people to connect with. So that's kind of where we left off right before the break.
Honey, if that guy called into the radio station and they have his name and number, maybe you can set up a one-on-one interview with the eyewitness.
I'm going to try.
You absolutely could.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right. Well, I have to do that in the morning during my shift.
Well, but you can set it up now so that it'll happen.
Well, I'd have to go back to the radio station.
I just hold out my cell phone and I show it to them.
Well, Ray, you know that you could text someone. You could probably text the technician that's working that night. But because they're live, you probably won't get a response. And you know, Ray, that it's easier to convince someone in person about. Or, in fact, you know exactly where that information is stored. So you could literally do it without talking to anyone.
Yeah, except for that guy.
Yeah.
Curious.
So, that's where you guys are at.
I don't know that they're going to have a vigil as such for a slain, middle-aged gun magnate.
He did a lot of outreach. You'd be surprised.
That's true.
And I think whoever organized this hit would, if it's these parents, they're going to be there, and any protesters are going to be there. So,
and you know this that Richard Cooper III is very, very different from his father. His father is the one that is currently running the company and is the one that's pushing for the deregulation.
You might be able to speak to his father.
He'd hit me up about doing outreach in these social programs. Do I know who else would have run it? Like, who else now would be the person that was over his charitable work? Because it's possible that he ruffled the wrong feathers like that, and maybe it's unrelated to the...
And I basically do kind of charitable stuff, too, with my, before and after school stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm probably familiar with whatever outreach
You both can search it your own ways if you'd like.
Right.
Yeah.
I might be talking to people during the day tomorrow.
Because it is now, midnight, 1-ish.
This is prime time for me, though.
True, for you. No, for your group, but not necessarily, your group. I mean, if they're up still, they're probably drunk. But if it's through the helpful organization, they're probably asleep.
I got to get some rest anyway because I still have my stuff I need to do. My
still
kids
have your
need me.
responsibilities.
Yeah. I've got to open up the place at for my kids at like 4:30 or whenever that starts.
I canceled my midnight gig, but I can still make the 2 o'clock.
I want to sleep here at the safe house. I've got to sleep. I've got to work out. I've got to just do what I normally do every day. Like I still have to do that stuff.
This is clearly not a normal day.
It doesn't matter. It's the only way I'm going to be able to keep my head on straight.
All right. Well, can't lose that. I think I want to do some investigating on my own because I don't have to go to work till like 6 p.m. And I have all the time in the world right now.
Why do they tape your kids' show at night?
Because then we can play it in the morning next week. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense.
Don't you have a live studio audience? Aren't those kids tired?
Yeah, but those kids are there, and then it's pre-recorded after. And then you
During the day, they're at school. You should know that better than most.
Yeah.
It's probably at 6 so that parents can pick their kids up from school, take them there, film it.
All right.
I'm just the actor. I don't really know what happens afterwards.
I would like to hit the streets with cocaine if Grandpa needs to sleep.
I'm going to hit the streets a different way.
Yeah, we're gonna hit the streets hard. Bring those red shoes you got there.
It's true, yes.
Okay, all right. So Kikeen and Paris are going to head out. Where are you guys going to head
Name
out?
a better duo. That's all I gotta say.
Where would you guys like to
More
start
iconic
doing
there.
your investigations?
I know. Oh, I was gonna say I know club kids,
You do?
and if they got up to go out for the night, even if they fled that place running for their lives, they did not go home. So, what's the next hottest spot?
Denny's.
It's true. They're pulling up.
Where's the closest Denny's?
Pulling it up at the IHOP.
Well, it's getting close to closing time at a lot of the bars, so you probably want to hit up an after spots.
The Kit Kat Club.
Sure.
You gotta know. You gotta know what's up.
Kit Kat Club, I've heard it is quite good. Break me a piece off of that.
Ray, I'll take Kikeen. A lot of people there probably grew up watching you, Papa.
Yeah, I've been working there for quite a while.
Yeah, we'll
All
hit
right.
up the Kit Kat Club.
So you're gonna hit up
Maybe
there
keep-
and try to see
keep
if there's.
listening, but not tonight. And I just wrap up and I head upstairs and out the top.
Okay.
I'm just like, oh, okay, bye.
Where would
Hey, bye.
Ray? Where would you like to?
I think I'm going to do that Batman thing where I just look for a street informant and get some information.
Swear to me.
Okay.
Where's Ray?
All right. So let's do the scene and then Memphis, you're heading to bed. You're done for the night.
Memphis is taking a power nap in an overstuffed but very damaged,
Would you say-
lazy boy, leather lazy boy, but it's all worn out on all the the armrests and all that stuff. And he sleeps with his eyes open. He's sitting like a sphinx in this chair and just staring ahead. And you can hear a low rumbling, growling, almost sounds like a purr.
So
while he
would you say
snores.
it was a cat nap?
Yes, it's a cat nap.
All right.
Also, folks, if you're not LA natives, Google the last bookstore for where our haunt is. It is one of the coolest places on earth.
It is pretty awesome. That's why I chose it.
Yeah,
It's
there's little secret nooks in there.
Downtown.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool, interesting places. So, we're going to do a scene with Kikeen and Paris. You head to the Kit Kat Club. You easily let in. They're a little wary about letting you in.
Why?
I mean,
I'm a
dress
celebrity.
code for one.
you're a celebrity, but you're a celebrity for a kids show.
Whoa. First, I take heavy offense to that. I got to sit up straight.
I mean, Paris, is this guy with you? Are you serious?
What? Hold on.
I mean, you.
Keen? Seriously?
Whoa. What? Paris, are you going to let this happen right now?
I had to walk past him. I take his arm and just walk by.
I give it one of these shady glances at you.
You walk in and you walk in and it is a low smoke filled room.
What?
It's multiple scents of different things. Some people are smoking cigars. Some people are smoking jewels. Some people are smoking weed. This is an after party. So this is not a
it's
roaring
like a hookah
thumping
club.
party. This is people are coming down, they're drinking, they're smoking, they're having fun, but the music can't be too loud or the cops come.
So I lean over to Kikeen and I'm like, so I don't know how much time you spent at the bar at Havana or wherever you're from, but here the bartender is the beating heart of the place.
Did you just say I'm Cuban?
What difference does it make?
Paris? I'm gonna let it slide right now. But we're gonna come back to that.
It's all right.
Too many things are happening in a short amount of time that are starting to really get the dark side of me going.
I'm from Mississippi. I'm not even supposed to be here.
Right.
But if anybody's gonna know something, it's the bartender.
Yes, I agree. Let's
So
excuse me, bartender.
Yeah.
They have a question
Hey,
for
hold on. What was your character? Captain Kangaroo?
you. Mr. Kangaroo. You can call me
Mr.
Captain Kangaroo as well.
Mr. Kangaroo?
yeah.
Holy shit! Mr. Kangaroo?
See, people do.
I know.
me.
Dude, I make a drink specifically after you.
I will have a double.
Dude, can I please?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
thank you. Awesome. I'll be right back.
You want an autograph? And I just quickly take out an autographed picture of me already signed. It's you don't want to know where it's coming out of there.
You'd make a wonderful drag queen.
You know what? You'd make a wonderful actor if you just stayed away from the drag. It's too dangerous, and I just think that maybe
just because someone got murdered at my gig tonight doesn't mean you can start coming after me with the drag nightclubs are too dangerous.
I think that would. Okay, we're getting off subject.
The bartender comes back and pushes 2 drinks in front of you, 2 very large like cups, and it's interestingly made. It's actually got rainbows of color throughout the glass, and on
Does
top
it match
of it,
my outfit?
it has a pineapple hanging off the side and 2 grapes on a stick.
Oh my god!
Please, oh my god, let me know what you think.
I'm gonna take the drink real quick and then take out my camera. I'm like, get in here real quick. I'm gonna take a selfie with him. I'm like, clink. And then what's the club? Kit Kat Club again?
Yeah.
So I just put that in there, send it over. I'm like, you're insta famous now. You're checking in.
One of my weaknesses is that I have to steal the spotlight. So the fact that he actually is getting more attention than me bothers me. So
This is gonna happen quite a lot.
I take a sip. I'm like, it is beautiful, and I don't want to love it as much as I do. So, so I sip it, and I'm like, that's a drink. It's been a night. What's your name, brother?
Joe.
Joe. So I was at the supper club earlier.
Oh my god, did you hear what happened there?
I was there.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
I know. Was anybody else, I'm trying to figure out what the hell happened. Because I was performing, and then they were screaming, and we were running, and there's blood on my shoes.
Oh my god, that's terrible. I think, weirdly enough, I think the tech is here. The tech's over, in the back room.
Tommy?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. I didn't know what happened to him.
Yeah, no, he's in the back room.
Okay. I guess I pick up the drink, which I'm like, it's beautiful. I also...
enough of them. Can we actually go see Tommy? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Send him one of my drink.
You wouldn't have even known you had a drink if not for me.
I always know.
He points at a curtain, and he says, "Yeah, Tommy's back there. Don't worry about it."
After you, Fidel.
Wow, Harris. We're going to have a stern talking after this.
Blatant racism.
I don't know if I can take all of this right now.
You better warm up the chancla.
Oh, it's
Show
coming.
her, beat her with a shoe.
Yeah.
You open the curtain, and as you open the curtain, you see a room full of people, and in a big table in the center, and on that table you see a mirror with lines of coke.
I go straight to this.
Well, do you want to jump to them, or do you before? Since we're switching scenes, I don't know. It's up to you.
I'm gonna run over. Not that. I'm gonna calmly sprint towards that table, and then I'd be like, "Anybody coming? Anybody? No? Okay."
And
just go straight into it.
While everybody's watching them snarf, do I see Tommy?
You see Tommy.
I run up and I hug him, and I'm like, "Oh my God, Tommy!"
And Tommy is high as a kite.
Good.
All right, so Rand,
And that's what we're.
you're heading out. You're heading into some of the more shady locations. You're walking building from building. You've probably already set some ways to easily go across from building to building versus trying to jump, because that shit's dangerous.
Yeah.
Or cool.
Or cool. And you see 2 guys in an alley talking, and you know that they're both,
In that life. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna try to just kind of sneak up and observe for a minute.
Okay. So you head down a fire escape, and you head down to a lower level, and they're looking around, but they're not looking up. You know, and you're
They never look up.
They never look up. No one ever looks up.
It's a common problem. Wait, I'm not at the scene. Sorry.
And they're talking, and you overhear like, yeah, man, like, I can't believe they did it. Like, they took that dude out right in the middle. Like, I don't even know how they did it.
And I wanna jump down and like land on one. I wanna like knock one dude out with like that big like dropping like punch, and then talk to the other one. Like,
All right. So you're gonna hit them with
words
all
work
you
just as
got.
well.
So you're gonna roll that. I'm gonna give you a +1 for being stealthy.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you another +1 from coming up from up high.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you can add to this?
or can I feel the guilt off them? Like they're bad. They're
Oh yeah.
Powered by guilt.
Yeah.
They're
Oh
powered by
yeah.
guilt.
So I got-
These are some
I got that
bad
strength.
dudes.
I got the guilt gives me strength and my inhuman strength.
Okay, so there's a +4.
Yeah.
All right, roll it.
Nice.
I want you to succeed and look badass in this.
Yeah.
That's up to the dice.
You're like the Hulk mixed
10.
with Ghost
A
Rider.
10. You come down and do you have a coat or anything on? Is it
Yeah.
like a duster, like
Yeah.
a big old duster? Of course.
Always a
So,
duster.
I felt it was implied.
So I don't want to imply anything. Right? So you kind of just step off and just boom right in the head of one of the dudes, and you just knock him flat out to the ground, and the other dude.
And then I just rounded, like put my hand like right next to the guy's head against the wall, and I'm just like,
Cabedon.
What the fuck, man? What the fuck?
who put out the hit?
What hit? What hit? What are you talking about, man? I didn't do nothing.
Richard Cooper the Third.
Dude,
Who
I-
called the hit?
Look, I don't know who called the hit. No one knows who called the hit. We just know that the hit has been out for a while. God, fucking cops are getting rough nowadays.
I ain't the cops.
What?
And you ain't seen rough yet.
Like your hand is covering his face. Like he can't.
No, I just have my hand next to his face.
Oh,
I'm,
next to him. I
blocking-
thought you were pushing him up against.
No, I'm blocking him from getting away. I'm like he's here in my body space, and I'm like
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Nah, kid.
Not here. And they're like, look, I don't know who took the hit. There's a bunch of people that wanted the guy out. All right, look,
Give me names.
look. All I know is that he had a bodyguard. He had a bodyguard named Mike, and Mike has been with him, and he was supposed to be the one that was taking care of him. There was a bunch of people trying to get through it that way, but no one knows who actually made it because no one's come and collected, and no one knows exactly.
Collect from who? And
Look-
I'm gonna try to. I want to
Convince.
convince you.
All right. I'll give you a +1 for sure for beating the fuck out of his friend.
I'm gonna call one of my weaknesses though here.
Okay.
Because I'm getting really angry, and like my skin, like my eyes are trying to block my skin. The stuff that's visible is very red.
Okay.
So it's probably freaking him out in that way. That may aid, but that may detract a bit. I'm gonna call my bullshit detector
Okay.
tag. I'm gonna call my furious rage in
Okay.
this for my intimidation purposes, and I don't feel like this is gossip, so I don't know if that. So that's +3 -1, so 2.
It's not gossip because it is just what he's heard, not what he knows.
I think your kind of gossip is more of like the dirt on someone
When
and to
I
gain
hear
advantage. Like,
gossip.
Chismes. Los chismes.
All right.
Chismoso.
So that is 9 on the dice +2 is 11.
11. Okay. Look. It's like one of those like fucking like deep throat things, man. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like like they call themselves Q. I know that's weird and it's like super cheesy and shit, but like I don't control what people call themselves. All right.
I love how woke this guy is.
Hashtag no labels.
I immediately imagine John Delancey when you
That's
made
true.
his NPC. I was like, Q? From the Q continuum?
I just want you to know if John Delancey Q is the villain, I'm switching sides. So
Yeah.
Same.
do not test me.
Yeah,
I'll go to that
out of
godchild.
character, but I won't miss that opportunity as a player.
Hashtag OOC.
You're like, how can we help you?
Yeah. You're just the best.
Even if he shows up as Discord from My Little Pony, I'm still switching sides to whatever side John Delancey's on.
Well, his logos is John Delancey, and his mythos is Discord or Q.
And I go, all right. If you hear anything, I'll find you. Tell your friends. Street justice is coming for them.
And I'm just gonna like hit him in the solar plexus.
Okay.
To like wind him, and then do the. Then I'm gone.
All right. So roll me hit with all you got, and then roll me a sneak around.
Okay.
To try to
first, the hit is gonna be. I'm used to hitting people to kind of win them from my fighting in my underground fight club.
Okay.
And I still got my guilt gives me strength and my furious or my rage here.
Cool. Yeah.
That is only a 7.
7.
Yeah.
You succeed at winding them, and they're like you hit them, but you hit them a little too hard.
Crack a little something there.
Yeah, and so you probably cracked a rib, you know.
I'm okay with this.
So you try to win them, but you crack a rib, and you hear the, and then like they kind of and then roll me your sneak around.
All right. I'm gonna say I got silence here, and it's some like if I go up, there's a window left open maybe.
Okay.
All right.
You're in some like grandma's house, like oh god.
But
Better hope she doesn't feel bad
I don't know
about
if this
anything.
weakness applies here. If because he knows
You
I'm
will be
here.
punished, Blanche.
If I'm not so good at disappearing because my weakness here is if they know I'm coming.
I think that's coming. I'm not going to use that as a weakness for leaving because
Okay.
I've definitely written that weakness into a couple places.
Great success.
All right.
Yeah.
That is 11 again.
Okay, cool. Like literally, they're so much in pain they do not see you leave, and in fact, not only do they not see you leave, but like you have instilled fear into them due to the fact that they don't know when you're going to come or go.
Yeah. And there's like that parting whisper as I'm disappearing is you should probably get that checked out.
Like it echoes. Like you put your head out the window. You should probably get that checked out. And it like echoes like I'm going to.
I wish Batman did that more often.
Yeah. I hope you're insured.
Probably go to the ER.
Here's a couple hundred. I'll go to the doctor. All right, so you pick up Tommy. Mm-hmm. Tommy is high as a kite.
I just want to do a side note, just like a background. The reason why I have a drug problem is because I'm always hungry, and that substance makes you not hungry.
It's an appetite suppressant.
If anybody want to know, I'm not just doing it just to be like, oh, that's
It's not because it's the uncommon trust, and if there are drugs in the game, we have to do them.
It's definitely not that.
It's another thing line.
It's Chekhov's Coke. Like,
Right. You put it there.
Yeah. Anyway,
Honestly, you should double check and make sure it's just Coke.
I know.
Too late now.
Have you met my character? I don't check anything. Just go straight in.
I know you're like, I'll check it with my nostrils.
I got this safe.
So yeah, you pick up Tommy. Tommy's limp and is high, and you're holding Tommy, and like you're not really getting through to him.
So, I do have the strength to carry a bull, by the way. So I'm very much like Tommy's like a rag doll. Like I just like I want to hug, but I'm like Tommy. I'm looking at him, and I'm looking for his weak point. I know he's high, but
Sometimes that's not a weakness.
it's
Maybe.
more of an opportunity, apparently. I'm looking for a way to get through to him. Because I want to talk to him, and I realize that he's tripping balls right now, but it's like I'm trying to figure out an angle.
So we'll do this as another investigation.
Mm-hmm.
So you get a +1 for knowing the weakness.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
What's my weakness?
Men. Okay, then.
Same.
I'm an attention getter also. I think that's the only other thing that's relevant. And I do know this guy. I don't know if that's like a logos as such, but I think that's 2. I know weaknesses and I know how to get people's attention.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, Tommy, what did you see, man? They told the cops you did it, Tommy. 10.
You gotta splash this guy with some water. You gotta wake him the fuck up. You gotta take him out of the situation.
Tommy.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Do you want to hit him?
I do.
So
I'm like, do not make me chip a nail, Tommy.
You slap Tommy, and you can see that Tommy's like kind of there, but like, there's got to be more. There's more, and you've got this drink in your hand.
Oh, my multi-tiered Captain Kangaroo Colada.
Yeah, it's fantastic. All right, every type of alcohol is in there.
Oh,
wait. No, wait.
I'm like, oh no.
Oh, there's gummy bears everywhere.
You're wasting it all.
Well, was that an LED cube in that drink? That's why it was glowing.
I really hate how amazing the drink is. It's
What a waste.
I relish in that, just so you know.
Yeah. You know me well enough to know that I hate how great it is.
It's like, yes.
So this rainbow of drink just all over his face, and he's like,
There's a piece of dry ice that sticks to his face that was in a separate container inside the drink.
fucking Paris, what the fuck?
I'm like, why are there blue gummy sharks in this? That doesn't even make
I want
sense.
to take a few and just
You're literally like, I would like one more.
Well, the whole time that this is happening, I'm like, yeah, do more, do this. More. Except for the drink part.
Yeah, I'm like, Tommy.
Paris, what is the fuck is going on? Oh,
Tommy, the police are after you.
What? I didn't do nothing.
You were the only person that had eyes on the room. Everybody's saying you must have seen it. You must have been a part of it. You must have covered for it.
I didn't see shit, man. Like,
I'm like, Tommy. And like, so in the room, and I'm like,
That's what I was
kind of like pulling to the side, and I'm all like, so we're here to help you, Tommy.
I love that we're being so obvious, and we think we're so sneaky.
You're in a rainbow jumper, and I'm a drag queen.
Huge scene.
literally, you notice that the room is kind of like just going to the other side. Just kind of.
We're giving them a chance to. Like, we're all sort of like, you have plausible deniability, chill people. Yeah.
Like, Tommy, shh.
Who are you?
I'm Mr. Kangaroo, baby. I'm Mr. Kangaroo. I'm here for you.
From the television show, dude. How high am I?
And I want to rub his face, his rainbow-colored face. And just want to shh, Tommy. I want to do what is it? The soothing presence.
Ooh, okay.
Kind of soothe that presence.
Okay, what do you? You're trying to convince them to chill
vague
out.
memories.
So what do you trying
childhood.
to do? Yeah, what are you trying
And
to
his
do?
childhood secret. You know all of it. I just want to know everything.
I mean, what are you trying to do? Tell me what you're trying to calm him.
I'm trying to calm him down, and I want to try to figure out what he saw since he was up there.
Okay, so
he had to see something. He had to know something.
Let's do a convince roll.
Okay.
And we're gonna give you a +1 for your calming presence.
You know what? I like this 2d6, but this d20.
This Kraken D20.
You know.
Product
Do you have any?
placement.
He's a cracking D6.
Yeah.
Same.
Favorite Kraken.
Do you have any?
So let's get cracking.
So calming presence will give you a +1. Are you going to try and figure out what their childhood secret is to kind of use that as leverage?
Yeah, I was.
Okay,
you're
so
on the same
+2.
mindscape right now.
And you said instill vague memories, right?
Yeah.
All right, so
I'm assuming this always hungry because I'm high. That might be a negative.
yeah, you kind of want to eat Tommy. Well, hold on. Is that your logo hunger, or is that
Always. So the weakness.
But is
the
it
logo.
a gray card? It's your logo. So that one is more of like a human hungering. And
No. It's from the defining event visited by the stars.
Okay, so you want to eat this, dude. You want to eat. Like Tommy looks hungry, so you're gonna take a +3, but because of your hunger, you're gonna take a -1. So it's gonna be a +2 to your roll.
When I notice his eyes are all bloodshotty, I'm like, are you okay?
That draws attention.
I'm fine.
So you're gonna check off attention, which on that logo specifically, because I'm invoking your weakness.
Like, I hear your stomach growling over the music.
All right, and then roll your 2d6.
Wait, how many did I?
2d6, and
I
you're
don't know
getting a
how many.
+2.
Yeah, +2.
He also has a weakness tag that when he uses his powers, they leave lamprey bite marks.
I thought that was when I ate.
That's when you. I mean, it's when you use draining life force, soothing presence. I mean, the power tags you have for that one are.
You know how you're rubbing his face? You're basically your fingertips are leaving a mark.
Hickeys.
Yeah.
Hickeys.
Yeah, so you're
Space
basically
hickeys.
think like Spock, like mind meld, right?
yes.
Yeah,
But like afterwards, you've
Yeah.
left imprints on that person's
Perfect.
face.
I
Okay.
like that anyway.
All right, so then you're only getting a +1, but you're
Okay.
getting another attention for.
knock Mike's door down.
No,
Because-
you were.
I know.
There's a net benefit for you, my friend.
It's also like it's up to us as other players to call weaknesses on our friends too. Like,
Yeah.
I was just teasing.
yeah.
So you've got a +1.
that.
Roll it.
Oh, my bad.
I'm playing the game good.
6, 7.
So a 7. All right, and don't forget to mark an attention on that mythos as well for the leaves a mark.
Yeah. See, you're on your way to getting an improvement.
Yeah.
On
Yeah. So Paris, you see this like almost like searing, glowing fingertips, just kind of like you're holding onto his face, and you can actually start to see bruises, like marks on his face.
I don't stop it. I'm disgusted but intrigued.
I'm full power. I'm just loving it, all of it right now.
Chupa him.
Chupa him. I chupa you.
So he starts to just kind of like almost go into a trance, and he says,
Oh, that's perfect, because that's also part of my power.
and says,
Yeah.
I couldn't see anything. People were smoking too much. There was just too much smoke in the air. Like, I didn't even have the foggers on last night or tonight. The machines were broken.
Yeah. Oh.
And so
Yeah.
he didn't see anything, but he was the one that called for the security guards to pick up the drunk guy on the floor.
What's their names, Tommy? Tell me. Tell me the things.
bodyguards?
Yeah.
Mark, because Mark called in.
So Mark is one of them. And what's another good bodyguard?
Was JJ working last night?
JJ.
Sure, JJ.
Oh, fucking JJ. Of course he ran.
So Mark and JJ
That's
are the
JJ.
two security
Classic
guards
JJ.
that were called to go pick up the drunk guy from the floor.
So Tommy,
Call him JJ Dynamite.
JJ Dynamite. I know that after the festivities at the club, the nightlife likes to go out to another club. Where is that? Where would they be?
Here.
They're here as well, Tommy.
Wait, no.
Tommy,
no,
you should have led with
the
that.
guards? Who are you trying to get?
The guards, Mark.
Oh.
Witnesses.
Oh, the guards are gone. They like no idea where the guards are. But Tommy does recognize other people that were at the club at this club.
Give it all to me, Tommy.
So, Kikeen saw them leaving. Based on Tommy's descriptions and my descriptions, does Kikeen know if he saw Mark and JJ leaving? Because we could be like, Mark Shea tall, this way. Are those the people he saw fleeing the scene? Mark.
Were those, I think those were those the guys he followed to their car.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You had followed Mark.
Yeah.
Can I induce vague memories on myself?
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Just making sure we have two witnesses.
Yeah, no. Memphis is the one that met up with. No.
No,
No, that was
Kikeen.
It
saw
was
them at-
Kikeen. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, Kikeen, you had met up with Mark, and that was the person that you had stopped at their car, and they said, "Go fuck off."
Okay.
But you feel that your just general presence and your calming attitude is probably what led Mark to call into the radio station, as well as
Paris, you hear that?
as well as the call.
No.
But yeah, so what other you still have Tommy under
the
your
other
presence.
the other club goers. Where are they, Tommy? In the club, in this club right now. Do you know where they are?
I don't know, man. Check for bloody shoes.
Tommy, you're
I
not
know.
the only-
Everybody knows that I'm wearing my red bottoms, okay?
Paris, I'm gonna let you take care of this. Tommy
That's
is.
more of an ox blood.
I'm draining too much right now of his life force. I might.
You definitely
get,
feel full though.
I might get a little bit more than I want.
Do I notice any semblance of him saying sated, seeing him being because I don't necessarily know that this is what you do. So
You and this is your character, so correct me if you want it to look a different way. All of you, if I give an example of how your powers are behaving and you don't want it to look that way, feel free to correct me. But how I imagined it was like the Spock mind meld, and you've probably maybe seen Kikeen do this one other time, but from afar. This is the first time in person.
But the fact that he's feeding on the guy while he's doing this, do I recognize any sort of exchanges?
It's almost like a ghostly, like soul sucking. You know what I mean? But through your hand.
Kikeen, Tommy's not a bad guy though. And I sort of just like start slapping. Like I don't try and pull you off, but I start slapping. Like I like Tommy, Kikeen.
Yeah. Paris, calm down. I do want, aesthetically wise, I just want my eyes to turn a little bit black.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Whenever you're invoking it, I imagine that it's almost like the sideways blink.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We are here.
Yeah.
We are right here.
Some creepy Xeno.
Yeah, it's exactly
It's
right
the
what I was
sideways
thinking.
blink and your eyes go back and they're black.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly. So I just want to like get back to normal. Whew! Paris, you want another drink maybe? We should look for bloody shoes.
Do I notice the marks on Tommy?
Oh yeah, you can start to see like 5 marks all around where his hands were, and they're almost like they're bruising already.
When I see those marks on his face, I kind of look around the room and then I just slap the shit out of Tommy. I'm all like, that's what you get for running. It's basically trying to have a
That's a real friend right there.
So roll me a convince, and you got bonuses for this. I know you do.
It's true. Ooh, but I didn't do too well. Let's see. I think my own type of eccentric. I think this counts.
Okay.
Attention getter. I also think this counts because
Okay.
I'm doing it for the room. Distracting.
Louder for the people in the back.
And also performance.
All right, so add 4.
Yeah, so that gets me to 8.
8. Okay.
Yeah.
You slap him across the face.
Yeah.
And
Slap!
What are the 5 fingers?
weirdly enough, the audience, no one was really, like, everyone was kind of trying to avoid what was going on until the slap, and then they all kind of turn, and they're all just staring at you. So you succeed. Everyone noticed you slapped them, but now they're a little like, who the fuck are these people?
Oh, that's exactly what
I know both of us are good.
Yes.
I just go, I'm like, I'm sorry. I just had a very hard night. I was at the supper club earlier. I don't know if you all heard. It was a little crazy. I almost got killed. And now I'm a little afraid, okay? And my friend Tommy didn't care about me at all. He just ran, and I kick him, but I kick him gently, though. But I'm very much like, Tommy just...
I think we should leave, and when we leave, I'm like, namaste, everyone.
Yeah.
So you guys leave for the night. Ray, it's getting to be morning, so it's time for you to get ready for the show.
Yeah.
So you get to the studio.
Yeah, I cleaned up my knuckles a little bit.
What would you like to do?
First, I'm going to go in and try to get Mark's number from the call logs.
Okay.
I want to give Mark a call and see if he wants to come in later today and have an on-air interview. We want to hear all about what happened. And
All right, roll me a convince.
all right. So
What time are you calling?
Probably.
Because you said you start at 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him around 5:30 before I go on to see if he wants to come in at like 10,
Okay.
10, 11 before towards the end of the hour.
All right.
So I'm a celebrity.
Get me out of here.
Radio shock jock is my job,
Okay.
and I need to be heard,
Okay.
and I need him to be heard too.
Okay.
Well, I mean that's how.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's still 3. I don't know if this is part of everyone's gossip, but he can be part of everyone's gossip. Him coming in, like, it'll be good. Help improve get your name out there.
Yeah.
I'll give you 3. I'll give you 3.
Okay.
For sure, 3.
All right. That is cocked. It jumped out of my thing.
I believe it.
That's 11.
11. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, realistically, that dude is not sleeping. So.
Yeah. He's like, can I come in, or do you want to do it over the phone?
Yeah, why don't you come in?
Okay. I'll be there at what time again?
Say 10.
10. All right. I'll be there at 10. This is awesome. Cool. All right. Well, I'll be there. He hangs up the phone.
Mm-hmm.
You start your day off. And your first phone call of the morning.
Yeah.
Hey, Ray, dude, craziest thing happened last night. Okay.
Yeah, tell me all about it.
Last
I
night,
about it.
I was at the Kit Kat Club.
The Kit Kat
Yeah.
Club.
And who you would not believe comes in a fucking rainbow. I'm sorry, I know I'm not supposed to cuss on the radio. in a rainbow jumper, but Mr. Kangaroo himself comes to the Kit Kat Club, and then
That guy is a kids show host. He's in the Kit Kat Club?
drinking like this big old frou-frou drink. Dude goes into the back, and I hear he's doing drugs back there.
What kind of message is this sending to our children if our supposed celebrities, our supposed role models are partying it up
I'm listening to all
night? I don't know about these drugs. I know I've met Kid King. He seems like an upstanding fellow. But if this is true, if he's out getting plastered, I'd reconsider that contract. I'm sure there's probably some sort of morality clause.
I'm listening to
I'd be
this too.
looking at it.
I'm working out. I'm listening to this.
I'm sleeping.
I'd look into that morality clause if I were the Kikeen.
Awesome. And before 10 a.m., we're going to go over and we're going to have a scene with Memphis.
Okay.
So you finished the gym.
I finished the gym. I listened. Actually, I had to cut the radio show short because one of the kids arrived. Kevin showed up. Kevin's mom works a very early shift, so she had to drop him off. Mm-hmm. So I'm helping him with his homework and making him breakfast, and like other kids and stuff are arriving.
Okay. So they start to come in. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Parents dropping the kids off. Some of them don't even come to the door, but just drop them off at the street. Mm-hmm. Some kids walk in. It's a normal day for you.
Okay.
At first, and you kind of prep everything. You get breakfast. Get the kids ready for school because this is like a pre-before school kind of like. Group, or how is this group? Describe it to me.
Yeah, it's. I think it's probably like 3 to 5 kids. Most of them are quite young, but there might be like a teenager or two in the mix. And I'm using my power tags for in the light of day and soothing presence, basically, to try to ask them questions about what their parents think about like recent school shootings. And like
about safety and what precautions you should take, as well as like the school should take, because you are now I'm
trying to keep them safe and stuff, but I'm also trying to get any information about are there any particular parents who seem like they
now
I'm like who would potentially order this hit.
Do you feel that these youths are the children of not necessarily the best families, or?
Well, they are the best families, but some of them are economically disadvantaged.
Yes. But let me rephrase that. Do you feel that any of these families may also have gang relations?
I think it's very possible. I think one of the things I'm trying to do, though, is to make sure that their kids don't get involved with my gang.
Okay.
Like offer them another, path or whatever. Okay. I feel like I have to take it, because like I got out of jail and all this sort of stuff. I am in that life, but I want to try to keep them away from it.
Okay, so a couple parents, that come in, and you kind of try to get some information from them, and you talk to them, asking about, have you been hearing what's been going on? Do you mention the death from last night?
No.
No.
I probably don't.
Okay.
Unless I get some sort of inkling that if one of them brings it up.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So let's act out Kevin's parents.
Okay,
let's do that. So
Kevin's mom Rhonda is dropping him off.
Oh, hi. How are you doing?
Hey, Rhonda.
Oh, we're good. It's scary what's going on out there.
Yeah.
Did you hear what happened last night?
No, what happened?
Oh my God! At one of the nightclubs down in L.A. Someone was shot last night in the nightclub.
Are you serious?
Crazy? Yeah, cops were all over.
Why?
I don't know why, but the cops say that they're looking for someone. But here's the crazy thing is, everyone that they've interviewed, none of them say that they saw it. They just saw him drunk on the floor, and then, like, no one knew what happened.
Wow.
Yeah,
But he was shot?
Yeah. They said that the police are not giving out all of the information because it's an ongoing investigation. You know that bullshit.
Who was he? Was he like a drug dealer or something?
No. He's some rich kid's, kid, or I guess.
I don't understand this at all. This is not going to be good, though.
No, it's crazy. I mean, they're looking at the gang side of it because he's some rich kid. They don't know if it was like a drug deal gone bad, but they didn't find any drugs on him. So,
yeah, I don't know. I mean, if he's not from here, I don't see any reason why the gangs would be involved. But what you're describing does sound like a gang hit.
I mean, I think his dad lives in Beverly Hills, and he's got like a huge gated community, like. His house is a community, and everyone that works there has to go through crazy things. My aunt tried to get work there and did not pass the background check.
Wow.
Yeah, and all she's gotten is a DUI.
Wow. Well, I mean, don't worry. I'll be here when Kevin gets out of school too. So
awesome. Thank you so much.
Have you talked to him about this yet?
No. It was on the radio this morning, but
did he hear it?
No, I changed it. Right away.
I mean, because
they're talking about Mr. Kangaroo too, and I couldn't just do that.
What was this about, Mr. Kangaroo?
Mr. Kangaroo? Oh God! I guess he was at a nightclub last night, getting high.
Oh, jeez.
He's got a very influential.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm sorry. I should ask you: Is Ray prefer male or does
Just they?
They? Okay, cool.
That's it. Go with the R-A-E, Ray.
Yeah. No. I realized that I didn't ask.
Clarify the pronouns.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So they were on Ray's show and it was crazy. I had to change it because Kevin loves Mr. Kangaroo.
Yeah, I know. I mean, if you want, I can talk to Kevin.
If you want to, I don't think.
But I don't want to take that off of you. If you want to wait and talk to him yourself.
You know what it's like being a parent. Well, do you know what it's like being a parent?
I guess in a way. I'm kind of borrowing your kid.
Yeah, it's sometimes difficult to talk to your own kids about some things. So
that's what I'm here for.
If you feel comfortable, go for it.
Okay, I will. If I have your blessing, I will.
Thank you. And she goes in, gets a big old hug from you.
All right.
And then she leaves.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to go about my daily routine as strictly as I can. And at some point, I am going to message these other people and say, we need to meet up again. I've got more information. When is everybody available?
Okay. You don't wake up until 3, so...
I was about to say, I text back at 11 and a typo filled, sleeping. It's got a 3, a capital P,
Everybody's like, what the heck is Paris talking about?
There's a weird eggplant emoji in the middle of it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that actually makes sense.
That part I meant.
Yeah.
You can get some shade texted from me as well about I see you're... you're falling back into your own ways.
On the bugger sugar,
Blocked.
baby.
I'm just gonna be real upset about everything right now and just ignore everyone.
Yeah, you're probably even getting phone calls from...
Yeah, I have to do damage control.
Yeah.
Because someone is trying to get me fired.
Your producers are calling you. Everyone's they're your producer. Actually, let's do that scene.
All right.
So your phone rings and you see that it's
Don't get caught, bro.
you see it's your producer.
Hey.
What the fuck?
What the fuck is what?
What were you doing last night?
What was I doing last night?
Where were you at 2 a.m.? Look, I don't need to be the cops here. I know what you were doing.
2 a.m.
No, you were at the Kit Kat. No. You were at the Kit Kat Club. There's photos all over Instagram.
Busted.
Photos of you with a drink, then not only you with a drink, but then there's on the radio this morning. What do I hear? You're doing drugs in the back room.
It's all.
I thought we were over this.
I am.
Are you?
Yes,
you are?
we are.
Because I'm pretty sure that you told me that you went to AA a couple years ago and this was all over.
It is. It will never happen.
Okay, so if it's over, why do I hear that you're in the back room of some club doing drugs?
God. Okay, so what happened was this. What happened was it was Paris and I went to go get a drink.
How am I supposed to spin this? How am I supposed to spin this? Tell me. You put yourself in my shoes and tell me, what do I tell the press? How do I tell them? Oh, no. He was helping some youths at 2 a.m. at a nightclub doing drugs.
I wasn't doing drugs. I promise. You can test me right now. Maybe not right now, but like tomorrow, definitely.
Look,
test me then.
First of all,
grapefruit juice.
let's be clear. I know that you've never stopped, okay? But you've been low. You've been keeping low, and it's been perfect. I've been making money. You've been making money. You've been making children smile, and it's been great. But I can't do this. Do you know what? I had to fight so hard to knock Barney off of his freaking slot to get you in there, because you know what's easy about Barney? Is Barney can go do drugs because Barney's not walking around in a freaking purple outfit like you are in your rainbow freaking jumper.
Jay, calm down. Calm down. First and foremost,
You're gonna give me an ulcer. I don't know how to tell you this.
I've seen Barney going around in costume, right? He was back behind a high school smoking weed.
Okay.
Anyway, let's not talk about him, okay? We won't talk about him. I didn't do anything. I promise you, I took one picture with the bartender because he made a drink about me. I had to partake. I had the fans. You understand, Jay? We're trying to get outreach, and what if he has
our
kids?
demographic
He loved me.
is freaking 3 to 7.
And apparently...
They're not 21.
And apparently bartenders. There's a whole drink named after me. We live in an age where children hosts Mr. Kangaroo can be famous with all the 21-year-olds. I'm telling you, it's a good look. Now, we need to talk to maybe Ray about spinning it the other way, because this is bull.
Speaking of, you know Ray.
I know. Oh, we're going to have a goddamn talk to you.
I'm going to be pulling some favors on my end and trying to get some stuff pulled back. And we're going to be making a press release later this afternoon. But you need to call Ray and figure out how you can get on to the show and talk and explain yourself. And you better come up with the best fucking lie you've ever came up with, or we are so fucked.
Jay, I promise you, it's all gonna be fine.
Just do it. Click.
We're also gonna get you some pictures of Spider-Man.
Pictures of Spider-Man.
I just wanna in my house, and just be like, Ray!
And I'm somewhere sleeping like a baby.
My ears are burning.
I swear. I just want to text Ray, you're dead.
I just respond, how's that hangover, buddy?
So...
Well, actually, I probably have a meeting with my parole officer today.
Okay,
before I meet everybody else.
Before we do that, I would like to act out one more scene.
Yeah.
So you're going throughout the day, and you've got one of the kids that they're real young, probably 6 or 7.
Okay.
And you're helping them out, and you notice that their backpack's real heavy.
Oh, jeez. I wait for a moment to occupy them with something, and then I search the bag.
So you open
the heater.
Yeah, you open the bag up, and you see that there is a loaded handgun inside the bag.
Is it a something Cooper Aim?
It is a Cooper Ames.
Okay. All right. So, can I try to use? I guess I'm going to try my my weird like lion tracking thing on the gun.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So can
do you want to take the gun out and do this somewhere else? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's do a sneak around. Let's roll a sneak around to see how well you're able to hide it from the youth.
I mean, SpongeBob is on, so I feel like I've got pretty good cover.
All right, we'll give you a +1 for that.
All right, so that's a 7.
A 7. So you're able to take the gun out of.
Well, could I use part of my lion mythos? My Sekhmet mythos to be very, very quiet and stealthy about it?
Sure, we can get you a 7 is a success. So is an 8. So it's basically your threshold is like 7 and 10. So
okay.
So you're able to you kind of put their bag up on the shelf, and you move all of the kids over to watch yesterday's episode of Mr. Kangaroo.
Okay.
And you walk back and you unzip.
It's
the
a
bag.
good show. I mean,
It's a great show.
As much shit as I give Kikine, it is a good show.
And
I'm a craftsman.
and you take the gun out and you put it in your pocket. You know that it's loaded, but you put the safety on.
Yeah.
And you unzip the bag, and you're walking to the back. And right before you get to the back, someone tugs on your pants.
All right.
You turn around and you're like, I want a snack.
Oh, I thought I already gave you 3 pieces of celery. You finished those 3 pieces of celery already?
I ain't getting any.
This is a terrible early morning daycare.
Yeah. All right, we can do 6 pieces of celery then. How about that?
Okay.
You're gonna miss SpongeBob, bro. You don't like SpongeBob?
SpongeBob's okay.
Mr. Kangaroo.
Is there something on your mind, David?
No, I just hungry.
You sure? You know you can tell me. All right.
What'd you take out of Jimmy's backpack?
Oh, that was something that I left in there earlier.
Roll me convince. You're gonna get a +1 for just being an adult talking to a kid.
I am an authority figure. So that's 6.
Do you have any tags?
I mean, I have soothing presence.
I would give that as 1.
Yeah.
So that's a 7.
Yeah.
Okay. And he turns around and walks around and sits down.
Good enough for me.
Yep. And
You never know which question's going to stop a kid.
It's true.
You'd be surprised. Sometimes you're like, I think this is the final answer to that question. And they're like, but what about this? And other times they're just like, okay, I completely accept that.
They walk back and sit next to Jimmy, and
Okay.
and you're able to walk to the back and take the gun out.
Take a look at this gun. All right, it's a big heater, right? All right, so yeah, I'm going to try to. I feel my warrior goddess spirit, and I kind of reach out and think to myself like, who's used this? Whose weapon is this?
So roll me a investigate. Give yourself a +1 for using your animal presence. So I imagine you're also going to be smelling it as well as using your keen eyes. So
so that's a total of 11.
11.
Yeah.
So whoever put this in the backpack, it was not Jimmy.
Okay.
It does not have Jimmy's scent on it other than being in his bag. It's a light presence.
It was planted in the bag is what I'm basically thinking. Okay.
And you know that more than likely this is more of a symbol. They knew that you would find it.
Okay. All right. I'm real angry and upset, and I'm gonna text these other 3 and let them know. Actually, and I'm gonna text May as well.
Okay.
So
Old Darkwing Dank.
yeah.
When I read about, guns being planted on kids and stuff, I'll go ahead and get up,
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of get with that 11 because you did so well. I would also say that you have an underlying feeling that someone's watching you.
Okay.
Someone knows that you were there last night.
Okay. I am going to call Kwame, my parole officer, and I have to make up some excuse for why I can't come to my meeting today.
Okay. All right. Kwame,
Yeah.
we try to come up with a good accent for Kwame that does not make me sound racist.
Okay, you know what? You got blanket consent. Here you go.
No. I think Kwame. Well, can you do any regional American accents like Boston or Philly or something? Maybe.
God, every time I do a Boston accent, I get yelled at. Because
Okay, maybe not that one.
I mean, so do? That's what I'm taking.
Kwame
from
doesn't
that.
need an accent.
Yeah,
He's just a normal dude.
The man we all know and love. It's Kwame.
Kwame Phillips.
Hey, what's up? What's happening?
Because listen, I can't make it to my meeting today.
Why not? This is your 3rd one you've missed.
I mean, not in a row.
I understand that, but you understand that there's a 3 strikes you're out rule.
You've wanted me to be honest with you about everything, right?
I'm pretty sure that's like a part of our contract. You know
Yeah.
I care about you. You know I can't let you.
And I work with these kids every day, right?
Yes.
I think I might know something about There's something behind these school shootings,
Okay, well then
and it's not just angry kids.
Okay, well then you need to call someone. You can tell me. You know what? Tell me or call the police. You can't take this on yourself.
I'm worried.
It's not your job.
I feel like it is though. I feel like these are my kids, and I have to take care of them. And there are a lot of places that I can go that the cops can't go. The people who won't talk to the cops, but they'll talk to me. They'll talk to me.
Roll me a convince. You're gonna get a +1 because this person cares about you.
Yeah, I mean this is one of my defining relationships.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically. So I got a 9.
A 9.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you want to add to it?
I don't know if this is how my power works in some ways, but supposedly I can relieve pain and transfer it to others. And
we've
like
discussed whether it was physical or emotional pain, right?
Yeah. I think just to kind of help drive this home, I want to just kind of share a little bit of the fear that kids are feeling about just in general, like their general anxiety about not being safe at school.
I think that's a very unique and interesting way to use that. Yeah. So I'll give it to you.
So that'd be a 10.
Okay.
A total of a 10.
Look. You came by at 2. You followed up. I'm going to come by tomorrow. Can I come by tomorrow and you sign some paperwork?
Yes.
Okay. I'll come by tomorrow.
I mean, I might even know more then. Maybe you can help me.
Maybe. But remember, what you tell me, sometimes I can't keep doing this. I care about you. Do me a favor. I'll come by tomorrow. Just promise me whatever you're doing has nothing to do with the gang.
Yes.
All right.
I promise.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Thanks, Kwame. I appreciate it.
I love you.
Can I just insert one small thing? So I know we have Marks coming in at 10, but can I insert one small thing?
Yeah.
So when I wake up and I see all the cocaine news, which I think is hilarious, by the way. But I want to turn on my Instagram live stream because I'm locally famous. Like, I mean, people that know anything about the local drag scene know me. So we'll say I have a couple thousand followers.
Do you put your face on before you turn on your face?
No, in fact, I very much have yesterday's mascara. So I have dyed pink hair that's all matted, and it's like 2 days old. Because I came home and crashed like hardcore. Like I didn't even take my face off, so I look almost like a run-over clown. So I turn on the stream and I go, y'all, look at my face. Last night was insane. And afterwards, I went to the Kit Kat Club to relax, and you won't guess what happened. This guy comes in this like bullshit knockoff Mr. Kangaroo sweater and is telling everybody that he's the real guy. And I wake up this morning and all of you believed it, and y'all motherfuckers is racist. That guy didn't look anything like Mr. Kangaroo. I was there. My friend Tommy was telling people that he was, and you know what I did? I slapped shit out of Tommy for it. Ask people if that happened. So, Keen, I'm sorry that they're out here dragging your name through the streets, but Paris Troy is here to tell you that is not how it went down. And then I turned it off.
Okay. Roll me a convince.
Convince the internet.
And give me any sort of bonuses you feel that would fit this.
Again, I still think this counts as my own type of eccentric.
Okay.
Intention getter.
Yeah.
I don't know if just drag queen
you kind of made it about you.
Yeah. 100% made it about you. I'm okay with this part.
But I'm gonna say you're trying to steal the spotlight.
I'm really not this time, though. Like, I'm not trying. I really am trying to cover for him.
Well, because his weakness is that he gets upset when someone else steals the spotlight.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And so
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, because my other my 4 weaknesses are wardrobe malfunctions, somebody else stealing the spotlight, needing an audience, but I mean, I have an audience, and pretend the fact that without my shoes, I'm nothing.
And men.
Right. So I got 2. The fact that I slapped shit out of Tommy does not play into my drag queen wisdom that he got the 5 fingers into the face.
No, okay. But it may be a bonus for later on when people try to follow up through it. So you've got a +3.
Well, I'm distracting though. That's 3. This is a performance.
Okay.
That's 4. Okay.
Oh.
We'll come back to that one.
Florida.
That is 15. I sold that shit, baby. I sold it.
I would even go as far. I would love to help you.
No.
I would even go as far as people are even ignoring the fact that the photo is on Mr. Kangaroo's Instagram.
I was going to bring that up.
You know, he could have a social media person. They don't know.
Just out of a vanity thing, did my followers go up? Drama tends to do that.
Here, how's this? I'll let you roll 2d6 at no bonuses, and depending on what you get, we'll detail your information.
Yeah.
All right. So if I get like a 12, that's like 120,000.
Go viral.
But like
6, 7, 8.
8.
I would say-
So originally, your followership went down when Ray's went out and said, "Yo, this fool was at a club." But then you gained a huge following of drag followers right afterwards.
with this.
So it didn't just balance out. You were a net positive in the situation, but you still have some digging out to go through. You're thinking about maybe you should delete that photo.
Your name's in the streets, though.
Well, that photo
The streets is watching.
I also put out a tweet that says I neither participate or condone the activities of the nightlife, whatever, the drugs and alcohol and any of that. And whoever is being the imposter, shame. For shame.
Shame.
So 9:50, your
Mark shows up.
Mark shows up. He gets briefed by your technician, and then comes and sits down. And he's kind of wild-eyed and looking around. It's so cool, man. Like,
Yeah. So, Mark, welcome.
Thanks.
It's the Morning Ray. Welcome to the Morning Ray.
this is so cool. This is so I just want to start off by
Why
saying
are there
like,
cheering fans on the radio?
It's a soundboard. Balls of steel.
Right.
I just want to say it. Like, I see celebrities all the time working as night, but it's so cool to actually be sitting here talking with you about this.
I'm so glad to have you.
I'm
thank
loving
you for
this.
coming, and thank you for coming in so much. So, last night.
Yes. Oh my God. So
Supper
crazy.
Club. Supper Club.
So crazy. So
Richard Cooper III.
yeah.
He
so
comes in.
Okay. So
Walk me through it.
like let's not even. I don't even know the dude. The guy comes in, has his bodyguard. They come in. I'm not working the door tonight, but someone lets him in. I'm working at the bar, just making sure no one gets crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And then I get a call over the headset that there's some drunk dude by himself passed out on the floor. So we get there covered in his own vomit, and we pick him up. And then we drag him outside. But here's the fucking crazy thing. I'm touching the dude. I'm holding the dude. I am less than a foot away from his head. And it looks normal. There's nothing going on. Nothing crazy. We throw his ass out. Dude's dead. Dude's dead as a doornail. It wasn't vomit. I don't know if it was the lights, if it was the haze. I don't know what it was.
Well, I was talking to some people. Hearing about, I got my connections. You know how we do.
Yeah.
Talking to LA. I'm the voice of LA, and they say it was really smoky in there last night.
Yeah.
Anything weird about that smoke? Anybody? You think somebody put something in that smoke?
No. The crazy thing
you
is,
sure?
well, I mean, it smelled like fog juice, and I'm used to it because I smell it 4 days a week.
But everybody sees this guy passed out. He's actually dead.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody should look into this smoke.
I mean, I guess. I mean, that's a possibility but here's the thing is, even if there's something in the smoke, there was no sound, there was no sight, no one saw nothing.
It's crazy, but what about, you say you had a bodyguard. What happened to the bodyguard?
No one knows. No, the dude split. The dude was gone.
Huh. Well, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
And
as he's continuing to speak, nothing comes out of his mouth.
I look around.
You see no one in the room.
Shit.
You see the technician behind the window going,
I do the sign to go to break.
and he sends you to break.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah, what's up?
What happened? You got all silent.
What are you talking about? I was talking.
Yeah.
So their powers are based on guilt? Does Mark feel bad about anything?
In what sense? Like guilt? Like there's
No. I don't think he did this.
No, it's not that he did this, because it is an uncontrollable thing. Like, is Mark a bad person?
No, Mark's just kind of like Mark's just kind of like a dude. Like Mark does, like I don't know how to describe it. Like he's not good nor bad. He's just kind of neutral. Like he does his job. Sometimes at the club, it's not the best things that he has to do. You know, throwing drunk girls out in the street isn't the nicest thing to do. But like,
if he doesn't feel bad about it,
it probably some sort of technical malfunction. We had a little bit of air, some static there. So we're gonna come back, look over at the technician, and
he stands up and just walks out.
The technician?
No, the Mark.
Hey, Mark, what's going on?
Continues to walk out.
All right. I say, hey, play that segment that we recorded, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
I tell the technician. I follow Mark out.
So you follow him, and as you turn around the corner, the elevator starts to close, and you see Mark, and the door closes, and then you hear your technician scream.
I run back.
Mark is dead on the chair. Damn. So what's everyone else doing? You know what? Actually, you know what? It's 2:51. We can say our goodbyes, and I think that's probably a good place to end.
That's a pretty spooky cliffhanger. Yeah,
that's pretty spooky.
Again, this is fine. Hashtag this is fine.
Yeah.
So we'll end today's session.
We got an illusionist gunslinger. Yep.
Yeah. So again, my name is Indigo. And I was the MC for City of Mist. We have 2 more sessions. May will be joining us next session.
Yes.
Yeah, why don't you guys? How you guys feeling?
I didn't say overtly. She's not here because she's preparing for the LA Vampire Ball tonight. So if you're in Los Angeles,
I'm going to that.
We will be there.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
Vamping it up. You want to see us gothed out?
That is just gothed out as I get. Yes. So that's the thing that is happening tonight. Because where it is, I spend a little bit of time being a vampire.
Oh.
It's every day, bro, for me.
Geek out during the credits?
Yeah. We'll geek out during the credits.
Yeah.
Which is, how do you feel that your character has grown? Which is one of the questions.
I actually feel pretty darn good because I'm central to the thing that everyone is talking about. So the fact that maybe somebody is like silently killing people in rooms that I'm in is really secondary to the fact that at least I'm a part of it.
Yeah, because you don't know about the second death as of yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about you, Ray?
I had a great time. I'm looking at the questions here.
Sure, because I don't have...
How has the crew grow in this session is one that we can answer. Which character had the most meaningful interaction with your character this session? Or which of your themes is under the most strain? None of my themes are currently under strain, although that might change come next session. But I think our crew is doing really well with getting our ears on the street, and we're starting to get a little bit more cohesion together. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to draw attention to that to put a little bit of attention to our crew as we start to work together a little bit more. This is not our first rodeo, but it's the first time we feel like we're working a little bit more cohesively.
Yeah, because I imagine the last situation that you all worked, that's when you kind of discovered each other, and this is the first real case that you have taken together.
Yes. And on the socials, hey, I am a Poisel on Twitter, and tomorrow night you can watch me on as a guest on The Broken Pact over on twitch.tv/D&D, hosted by Saving Throw. Where I'm going to play in some I'm a special guest in some the Guilds of Ravnica. And this Wednesday is the first episode of the new show over on Scabby Rooster, Drift Runners over there, where we're going to be playing some Starfinder.
Nice.
And I just want to also shout out Iron Claw Relics. I got my brand new
dice tray in the mail the other day, and
Is that one of the ones that we're doing a giveaway on?
Yep.
Yeah,
That stuff is great.
That's literally one of the two that I've been like eyeing that they've been doing a giveaway on. Have not won yet. They've got one more chance. One more chance.
I believe.
So yeah, go check them out at Iron Claw Relics. They have a great giveaway going on right now, and he does some nice woodwork. So
Yeah, great. I don't believe you gave your social.
I didn't. I'm at B. Dave Walters. Shout outs to homies. Today is Alex Ward's birthday. 17. Happy birthday, Alex. Tomorrow is my birthday, the 18th. And then the 20th is Brittany, Lady Danger. So we're running the gauntlet this week of birthday celebrations in our community.
Awesome.
Let's see. Let's talk about what Memphis. I think Memphis is definitely. I think he's going into more of his mythos themes, and I think that I kind of see a lot of. I think he has a lot more purpose now. You know, he does kind of feel like if he doesn't do this, I think he also feels a lot of pressure to keep this kind of group of misfits together. You know, because he can't do it alone. And he doesn't particularly like these people, but I think he needs them, you know, for the children. Meaningful interactions I had with somebody. I don't know. I don't think I've really had one yet with some of the other players. They're super meaningful.
No, I don't think yet. I don't think you've had any like in-depth, real close. I think you kind of push yourself away from everyone.
Yeah.
Like you're there. I mean, I think you and Ray are very similar in the fact that you don't want to be close to other people, but like you've got your mythos life, your like solving crime life, and then you've got the life that you have with all of these kids and trying to help them out.
Yeah.
And I feel that you are trying to keep them as separate as you can.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to keep them separate, but I think I do think they're informing each other in positive ways. You know, like my desire to be this kind of protector, that's the same in both.
Yeah.
You know, so I think I am kind of seeing that that I am sort of in balance of, you know, who I am, who Memphis is, and then as well who Sekhmet. What role Sekhmet plays in my life.
Nice.
I'm Malcolm Gersh. Different underscore elves on the Twitch and Twitter. I'm trying to think what the next thing I have. I think it's playing Nuclear Winners again with Indigo here on Wednesday.
Our third and final session.
Is it? Yeah, it is.
An ominous laugh from the GM of the final.
Look,
season.
I don't know if y'all have watched it yet, but it's been really, really fun. My character is easily the coolest person. I stole a car.
You were driving over zombies.
I'm driving over zombies. My character Zach has been having a blast. What would you do if you were a teenager in the apocalypse? You could just do anything you wanted. So yeah, that's the next thing I got going on.
Nice.
What's the questions for my character?
So so it is how has the crew together grown this session, which is what I focused on. Which character had the most meaningful interactions with your character session, and allows you to add either a help or a hurt point next to their name, which I feel like that might be aimed at me.
I was gonna say Ray hung you out to dry.
You out to dry.
Yeah.
Or
Let's talk
I
about
would
that.
say you,
Paris helped you.
Yeah.
Oh, Paris,
You can choose which one you want to focus on.
Oh, man, I want to focus on the hurt so bad.
Negative like that.
But I know.
And you are drama queen, so
I am. In real life and fake life.
So you can make that decision now.
I'm gonna go with the help because the Paris came out of the blue with that save, just Hail Mary the crap out of it. So that was quite nice. Yeah, I was literally about to just say that.
Yeah.
We already on it.
I love that show, man.
Except they think you Cuban.
What? Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that.
I mean, poor Kano knows.
But wait, am I supposed to answer all of them?
No.
I've never played City.
No.
That's
That you've answered that question. We'll add it to your crew sheet afterwards, and then just go ahead and tell everyone where you're going to be next in socials.
I am D'Artagnan. You can find me at all my socials, D_crystallize. Every single one of them are on there. I don't have any things coming up that I can talk about, but yeah, soon, like a month, I can start talking about some stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Oh, well, when you're finished, sorry. I thought about that.
No, yeah, please take it away, Paris.
I'm glad we'll be joined next. We have people like spuriously dying. If only we had someone that could sense imminent death. Help us out. Also, I have a little comic book called Dungeons and Dragons: A Dark and Wish.
Oh,
which,
yeah.
Which is...
I think I read a little bit about that.
You might. The kids are talking about it.
It looks kind of good.
Yeah, it's Tess Fowler's the artist. Yeah. I wrote it. It should be hitting the streets soon. Pre-order it at your local comic shop or
Get on your pull list.
Oh yeah.
And I've actually gotten to read it. And all I'm gonna say is, when's number 2 coming out?
I let my oldest read it. And I was in the next room, and she literally went like, ah! And I was like, what's wrong? She's like, it can't end right there. And I was like, but it can, my child. Yeah, you're one of us now.
when TS read it, she's like, no. Where's the next one? I was like, that's all we have. And she's like, no, this does not satisfy my binge needs. I need all of this.
No, get a breathe in it. Just let it sit there in your lungs. Yeah. So yeah, that's the thing that's happening.
I like the Dragon Man in it. He's sexy.
It's true. He's a sexy Dragon Man.
And you can see me on Wednesday GMing Alquin for Nuclear Winter.
There are other people too, but
yes,
yeah.
It's just Alquin and me.
You can't see past that. It's a lot.
Where it is Outbreak Undead is the game that we're playing. It's the 3rd and final session. You can watch the other 2 sessions on our YouTube channel, which is YouTube Main or QueueTimes Main, and all the other QueueTimes stuff is right here. So make sure that you're favorited and liked and subscribed and all that fun stuff. You can talk to me on Twitter at IndigoQT. And then I'm going to stand up and awkwardly walk over.
Yeah.
But we're going to do interpretive dance to distract from this.
Come see us at the
no one will
vampire ball.
notice.